Get busy in here, get busy in here. Yeah, my squad run deep. Yeah, we really in here. I swear whatever you want, you can get it in here. Comedy or the drama, it's a mixture in here. But you love it in here, yeah, you love it in here. Got reviews up in here, we got stories in here. Hit the like, hit the sub, hit the bell, oh yeah. 3 clicks like the shoes on Dorothy in here.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy BusyBlu, and you are tuned into another episode of a Sold Up in There and BusyBlu fight. As we discuss Real Housewives of Potomac season finale. If you are here, welcome. Grab a drink, girl, you're gonna need it. Get a pill, girl, you're gonna need it. Get a strong cocktail, girl, you're gonna need it. Actually, I don't think so, because this episode, there's not a lot to disagree on. I mean, you could find something, but I don't think it's a lot for us to really
don't need to find something.
I mean, you could do it if you needed to. Some of the stuff that you be pulling out, I be like, nah, I don't even know how he got this one, how we got it. Oh God, here we go again. You know what Cherie said? Okay, never mind. So that in there. But how you been? You look good today. You have on contacts?
Yeah.
You look, you have on color contacts.
Yes, I'm green with the Kenya. Me and Kenya, we have a deal with color contacts.
First of all, you're 50 years old. Why you have on color contacts? Color contacts, glasses with no frames, dangly earrings, Adidas and Atlanta shirt like your Sierra from the Goodies music video. What's happening here? You go to Florida and you come back like Lil Jon? What's going on here?
Well, back when me and Kenya was in elementary school, that was the thing. So we just kind of kept it going.
Oh, well, Kenya's eyes are real. She's been saying that since she put those contacts in, and I'm going to believe her.
It's questionable.
At this point, have you seen her without them?
No.
You got to think they're kind of lasers.
You know,
Tiny did it.
She and her daughter did too, but her daughter had to go back and get it changed because it messed up her eyes. But my Uber driver was telling me this the other day before when I was going to the airport.
Okay.
What?
You know, you and Ubers and ride shares always get nervous. This is a family show. But go ahead, tell the story. I got nervous. I almost had to mute your mic for a second.
You're tacky.
But your Uber driver was saying,
she was telling me that her best friend has had these color contacts in since they were a thing, and her husband didn't know that those were her real eyes until years after they were married.
I want a divorce.
She said he didn't even know that she had the hair clips in her hair either. She said one day.
I definitely want a divorce. I definitely want a divorce. Did y'all date someone like that? Y'all, I was going to counseling. Shout out to my counselor. I mean, our couples counselor. But she was like, I didn't even know what both of my husbands did. Girl, and that's why you're divorced. How you don't know what the job is of your husbands? He don't know that she have on clip-ins? Has he never really pulled it like that? And how strategic is, when does she take the contacts out?
She said it was 4 years into their marriage.
I don't know who to blame, her for lying or him for really not being involved with his wife.
I feel like you can tell if a person has contacts in, color contacts.
Some people can. Depends on if your eyes are hazel. Now they have true color or whatever.
Oh, okay.
When I was young, you could tell.
Yeah.
Those yours.
Yeah.
They used to have the black outline. You just knew. You just looked stupid.
Yeah, that's why I never even got them. And they were too expensive too. So.
I used to have them.
Did you?
Mm-hmm. Don't judge me. I used to have brown and gray.
Yeah, gray.
I surely did. Hold on, give me 1 second. I'm about to pull it up. I'm gonna show y'all. Memory lane. Yo, I was in high school and I wore glasses all my life. And once I look a fool. I look a damn fool. Child, that's little busy. Little busy. Somebody help them, Jesus! And they let me walk around like that too. Oh my God, we had goths and we had black people with gray eyes. Oh, but I did have them, y'all. Erase that from your mind.
That's very interesting. I never tried it.
But you don't wear contacts, right?
I do wear contacts.
Oh, you do? Okay.
That's all I would normally be wearing. That's why I just want me have the glasses, so that I can sleep at nighttime without having to sleep in the contacts.
You think it would be great to just put on glasses?
Hmm?
What if you just put on glasses?
I mean,
like you're going for the glasses aesthetic.
You know what? The reason why I stopped really wearing glasses is because I would fall asleep in them and never break them.
But keeping the contacts in your eyes is better. Which ones you got?
I don't break them.
You're not. No,
and my eyes have been good. So
ain't an optometrist. Your eyes have been good.
Mm-hmm. I mean, with the contacts, like I can see.
Let's stop talking about it. I ain't gonna drag you all the way down on YouTube now.
I mean, one of my eyes got better the last time. Now I can buy the one pack of contacts without having to buy a different one for different eyes.
What's better? Are you nearsighted, farsighted? What were you going for?
I am farsighted. Like I can't see far away. I know it's different. You know.
So you're nearsighted. You're nearsighted.
Yeah.
Okay, me too. But my eyes are like they're trash. My eyes are trash.
Troy, I do.
Put your B's in the comments for you. She said, "Good evening, everyone. Busy. Check your IG messages, y'all. Please don't look for me on social media until Wednesday. Work has been very busy. Please don't check for me until Wednesday." Tater Bay said he sent me something on Twitter, and I said, "Well, good luck. Good luck. You must sleep hard as hell to break glass." This is like
I do.
What do you be doing in that bed?
I don't know. Because I be asleep.
Child, wake up. Try to practice with these.
That's why I bought 2 pairs.
You should practice with these glasses. You can't break them. Just practice with those. Oh, see, we're trying to help you. That way you can feel more comfortable, because I feel like you're supposed to take contacts out. I don't think you're supposed to keep them in.
I mean, I've been wearing contacts for about 20 years now, and I'm fine. So I don't really need to.
But maybe it's affecting your brain.
It's not.
Oh, well, we can rule that one out, guys. Hey, shout out to Marta. She said, "Hello, my faves."
Hey, Marta.
Hello, you masochist.
What have you been up to? I haven't talked to you in a while.
Working, and you know what I do. I'm not going to talk about it, but the girls are doing announcements. The people are doing. It's just, and I'm just trying to catch up. And so just working. I have an exciting thing that's starting tomorrow. I'm not going to be able to sleep like it's a field trip. But there's a program that I'm starting, and it starts tomorrow. I got the budget, the funds, and everything's ready. So I'm really excited about that, giving some opportunities to some kids. But just working on my relationship. My friend has moved out, so now I'm walking around the house naked. Okay. Yeah. So we're trying to christen and masturbate every room. So that's the goal by the end of the week. And just trying to get back into the groove of living and loving life again. Family. Gotten over my daughter passing. They sent her urn. It was very rude. The man was like, "Excuse me, this you?" And then he gave it to me, and they closed the door. And I was like, "Okay." So now I'm walking with him like, "Yo, Tay, did you get signed?" And then I'm like it wasn't even somebody who was like, she lived a long life. It was just like somebody who was late on the route, because I don't think he was supposed to be knocking on our door that late. It was at least 9 o'clock. "Yo, this you?" And handed me my cat's remains. And I had no idea. I thought it was some tech thing that Tater Bond had ordered. Nope. It was my loved one. UPS, y'all just see, that's why we don't use UPS. And y'all I'm going to give them a very bad review, because they're using UPS. Y'all need to use... at this point, just drop it off yourself. She lived a long life and she went easy. Thank you so much. I'm
sure they don't have like a special service for that.
Child, I felt like he would have kept my cat outside.
Like, here, been at the house. I'm out.
I just put it in the mailbox. Okay, took a picture of it like on Amazon Prime, and then kept going. Just like, y'all need to have a little bit more respect for the people. Did they tell them what it was? That was a hard day, because I really was walking through the house like, what is this? And then they finally hit me. Oh, the Carious, I know that's what his name was. You need to be fired. But after the pandemic. What about you? You went to Miami and you came back. Your skin looks good. Are you sure you didn't put it any every hue on?
Are they still selling it?
The manufacturer still has things, but it's been liquidated, so everything is still in the warehouse.
Oh well, no. I mean, I didn't even know they were still. The website's down, so I didn't know. I had a really good time. I actually got to hang out with one of my exes.
Your exes? Your
Yeah,
ex-husband?
no, a guy that I had dated last year.
How was that?
It was really interesting. I feel like I had therapy on the beach with him.
With your ex?
Yeah. It was really
I
weird.
wish.
It was a good time. We actually hung out all day yesterday.
My pride wouldn't let me. I'll be like, so everything's great. Okay, things are going well. Great decision I made. What you're not gonna do?
I feel like I'm bad at dating. So, I mean, we probably needed to have it.
Yeah, but you don't have to sink it in. Even worse.
Child,
you know who I ran into on the beach? Oh, he's doing worse than when we were dating. Yeah,
it wasn't on. It really wasn't on purpose though. Like this guy walked up and was like, "Are you guys together?" And we were like, "No." And then he was like, "Oh, yesterday." We was like, "Well, we did date," and then we kind of got into what happened. And which I learned.
Was it a random guy?
Yeah, I mean, it was just we were just outside talking.
You're giving too much of your business out.
But it was interesting because I learned some things I didn't know.
Like what?
I'll tell you off here.
Okay. Don't come up to me and say y'all should date. You don't know nothing about this person. Okay, and you don't know nothing about me. I don't like when people do that. Oh, y'all should date. Excuse me, man. What's their middle name? Get out my face. I mean, and keep walking.
We've always had fun together. So I mean, I could see why someone would even say that about me and him, but the dude
sore subject.
The dude opened up a lot for us to talk about. Like after he left, we talked all day. So it was really.
So are y'all rekindling things? Did y'all have sex?
Time.
Yay! Y'all did have sex. But so y'all will be rekindling, or at least trying to. Is he single?
Who knows? Yeah.
Oh, well, I say give it a shot. Y'all talked all day on the beach when y'all was naked. This one you ain't had no clothes on, and he didn't have no clothes on. No. The people in the comments just said you was naked on
the new beach.
The beach. Here it is. Somebody said you was naked at the beach. All I'm asking was y'all Peter Wacker swinging, and then they're swinging. Y'all like, yeah, we used to date. Is that what was going on? While y'all was sipping pina coladas, and another naked person came up and was like, y'all should date. Oh, this is just too much happening at once. They naked, y'all naked. They coming up to you naked, saying y'all should date. Then y'all talking to them about y'all dating life naked.
It was like, you know, I love Naked and Afraid. It was kind of like Naked and Afraid. We just wasn't afraid. It was a good time though.
That's good. What else did you do? You did some self-reflection.
Yes, I did. I'll be posting my video. I'll be posting my video about that sometime this week.
You know how to apologize? Did you know how to apologize yet?
You know that.
Then you need another week. Nope, you're not ready. You're not ready. If you have not learned how to apologize, you need to go back to the beach. Get your ex-boyfriend, take off your clothes, and get to work. Get to work. Get to work. And tell him, don't send him until you say I'm sorry. Don't send you back.
It wasn't an apology moment, though. It wasn't something we did to be sorry for. But it was a lot of miscommunication. That's all.
I feel like there's a growth and lesson for you to learn how to apologize in every moment. You can say, I'm sorry to me now.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you are. And that's okay. I forgive you. Mm-hmm. So you have fun.
Yes. And
you got some, and you rekindle with your ex. Did you go down there for friends or just by yourself?
I went by myself.
And you just so happen to run into your ex naked?
Well, honestly,
you were stalking him on Instagram and you knew he was going to be at the beach.
Honestly, no, because he's a pilot. So he don't be there a lot. And when we had talked, he said he wasn't going to be there. So
y'all put a 1 in the chat if you believe him, and a 2 in the chat if you don't. Put a 1 in the chat if you believe him, or a 2 in the chat if you don't. Oh no, I had no idea. It was just a random theater. And I was thinking when you told me you was going, I was like, well, wasn't you? You literally was just there. So I was like, oh, that was Fort Lauderdale.
The first
Girl,
time.
those are 30 minutes apart and 15 if you
but my reason for going was to go to the newbies the last time. And then I didn't get to go, so I went this time.
But you act like you going to a whole new area. That was Fort Lauderdale. The Popeyes is the same, okay? It's not that far apart. Get on the sun, get your sun pass, and you can make it there expeditiously. The people are saying they don't believe you. You went there to stalk that man and get you a piece. And you know what? You came back with possibilities. And I said, you know what? Good luck to him.
I did not go and stalk the man. That's not.
Somebody said 1.5. I say this has 2s written all over it. And if I could bold it, I would. All right, so let's get into this episode. So there's Naked Trip was a little bit more exciting in the finale. But let's talk about it, I guess. But you feel refreshed, you feel brand new, and they're gonna see a video from you.
Yeah.
Okay, and you're gonna talk about how you changed, or your reflection?
Just self-reflection.
Okay. You got any more underwater shots with your camera that you can bring in the water?
I did. The crazy part is I never even got in the water this entire. I walked in it, but I didn't really get in the water. So.
Oh, he's like, this wasn't that purpose this time. I came with a mission. It wasn't about getting in the water this time. I left that phone at home. Okay?
And that's the crazy part. I did leave that phone at home too.
You didn't even try to vlog. He said, this is not a vlogging thing, okay? I'm not even trying to vlog this. You went and stalked that boy. Somebody call his mama.
I did not go and stalk nobody.
So there's mama. If you in the chat, get your son. I know it's hard out here, but we don't have to be nude on the beach to get a man, and not sloppy, not sequels. Have you ever dated somebody again? I don't do part 2s.
I have.
Girl, we had the one movie, and that is it. I tried to do it one time, and it ended up in a disaster. And this is why I say I don't do sequels, part 2s, chapter 2s. The book is closed. The door is closed. The movie is over. There'll never be another. Titanic is done.
I have done it before. I think this might be I don't know. I've done it before, though. Yes.
That ship has sailed, and it's not coming back. It's a one-way trip. Let's start with this finale. What you think about it?
I think it was a good ending. I'm sad that it's coming to an end, though.
Oh, why?
I just like seeing the girls every week, and
do you? No one would have known.
Well, I didn't say I like seeing Candice every week. I said I like seeing the girls every week. So
she's a part of the group.
Barely.
She's a part of the group. But can you see there's no lenses in your glasses, which are sticky contacts that you need to take out and get that protein off of?
I take these out of the glasses.
I don't think that it was a good season finale. This wedding really didn't culminate like it should have.
I thought the wedding was very shady, and I loved all of it.
What was shady about it? Well, let's wait till we get there.
Okay.
But the drama wasn't there. The people didn't make up like they could. Wendy went out stank, like she came in stank.
Yeah, she should have.
Giselle came in and came out the same way, up the stairs and down the stairs. Robin came in the season the same way she went out the season the same way she entered the season, waiting for Juan to do something with her. Candice,
we learned a lot about Juan on this episode.
That he is gay for pay and Michael is his pimp.
Okay.
And I mean, Ashley's there, but the thing is, Ashley not even a show. Michael was her season finale.
That was
pina coladas, beers. Every time you saw her, she was at the bar.
Yeah.
But she want to convince us that she's pumping regularly. Girl,
this was Michael's episode.
The whole thing was Michael's episode.
Yeah.
They need to just give him her spot because she's boring. And he's more entertaining. He comes in drunk, stumbling, full of white privilege, and ready to sexually harass. And the cameras are on. And for some reason, Juan likes it. I really don't understand it, but I get it. I get it, Juan. Because the wedding's at night, but you gotta work. You coach basketball for high school. Hey, what like your girl? You gotta work?
Well, Juan and Michael had to leave at the same time.
Oh, we know my Uber's on the way. Okay, good save. Good save. Your Uber's on the way. Girl, get out of here. So we start off the episode with Karen and Ray. They're preparing for their nuptials. Ray is just ready to get this over with.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever we got to do, whatever she wants, let's do it. Her daughter can't come. This is such a monumental occasion, and her daughter got stripped out.
No, she said someone having a kidney stone.
Girl, you could pee that out here.
We're in. Well, she
start drinking more water and bring your to the bowel renewal. Now we got to bring the son that I barely bring on this show.
She said she was mad. She said she was sick, and we are in a COVID space, so she probably
still having a wedding, still having a bowel renewal.
Well, they still got to work. They still got to go to work. Don't you go to work every day?
From my home, yes.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes.
From my sometimes. You don't need to be.
And they work and care with mom sometimes too.
And then she had to bring the son that she don't really talk to. He don't really come around. She don't really like him like that. I know she was mad. She tried to make it seem like she was happy. He's gonna walk me down like he walked me down garage. Just say you mad that Raven can't be there and keep it moving.
Did they ever show if he updated the ring?
I don't know. Did we ever see the full tombstones that they bought for the parents? The girls got questions. I don't know if they updated the rings or if we saw the full tombstones. And where can we buy those candles that she said she got? Are they on the House of Hugo website? Okay, so you get your bundles and your candles and
it's
your perfume.
And she told you where it's at. It's at is it Bloomingdale's? She said it.
It's a pandemic. Where can I get it very easy? It's a hooker kit. You got your candle to light the room. You got your wig to put over your man, and then you got your smell good. That's an elderly night waiting to happen. I hope you got your Viagra. And now I see what she's doing. She said this was going to be a home line. She's selling high-end sex products for adults.
Okay.
She got that perfume, her candles,
she was doing
her wig.
Is there something wrong with that if she's doing that?
I'm just saying.
I mean, she's kept that marriage for 25 years. So, I mean, she does.
Barely. He was like, I guess I love her. I'm sure I do. I mean, I forgot she was still here.
One season, he said that.
Every season she was going on a trip, he slammed that door like it was the last time he'd have to see her. Oh, goodbye, Ray. I'm going to be gone. See you later. Ray could not get her out fast enough. The Hugers were back in Potomac, and he was like, "Well, I'm about to go upstairs." He wasn't even on the invitation.
Here go your bags.
Here you go. That's what that's a powerful man, because you know what, he finds the strength every time that she's ready to leave. He can't stand her any other time, but when it's time for her to go, he said, "No, I got it. Come on."
Oh, you got another bag? Here, put it in the bag.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. And I'll be down there soon. Oh, yes, I love it. Can't wait. Child, he be carrying her bags to the door.
You need something else? I'll mail it to you.
He be carrying those bags to the door, okay? He's tired of her mess, okay? He been waiting to go to Florida with or without her. It just
after so long, they probably they want that alone. He wants his alone time.
Child, she's with the Mr. Blue Eyes, and he is with that lady who texts him good morning.
Okay.
Because I don't understand how we just breeze past that.
Because it was a spam call.
Let me see your phone real quick and show me some of your spam calls where they sending you pictures and saying good morning, beautiful.
See?
Exactly. That's why you need to take out those contacts, because he thought that was a phone. Y'all told you it was messing with his brain. After that, we got Ashley and Michael getting. Y'all ever saw what's the Black Mirror? When the man gets to play the video game at least once a year with his friends so they can have their relationship. I feel like that's just basically what this was. Ashley bringing Michael to play with Juan. Okay. Yeah. We're trying to get back in the saddle, but he doesn't want me to be on top. So I'm going to bring him out with some drinks. Me and Robin can, I saw her do this down to the thing. So I know she know what to do. We'll do something while y'all do something. Michael's excited. He gets so giddy. Would you not be strange if your partner gets that excited about someone else?
I don't think that Juan and Robin are oblivious to what's going on. I think that they both are in the community.
I don't think they're both in the community.
I do.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's tacky to say. I don't know.
I just said I think it.
Juan takes his advances. So something is going on. Ain't not friendly in the world. Ain't that friendly in the world. He crosses boundaries. Just you and I in a room together, Las Vegas.
With no cameras.
With no cameras. Just me and you. I'm telling people that I want to suck your, like, there's something clearly going on.
But then Robert goes, Juan Michael did say that he did say that. It's like she doesn't even care.
It's like, what can you do? At this point,
get out of the relationship and the man that don't want you.
As long as I don't see it, girl, do what you need to do. Okay,
Michael literally sat down at that table and started, Juan, you are so amazing. You look so great. And he went all into this whole thing about Juan.
And his gym and his trainer, he get by his trainer too. Okay, he wants to work me out all nights. Now I'm doing every night. And he wants to really make me. Oh, he stretches me out. Okay, I don't want. And Ashley sleeps with him. Okay, they talk about the trainer and what the trainer's doing for him. They're just like, girl, we know what you're paying for because you look the same. Right. It looks like you're dying faster. But they get there, they're talking about why he doesn't come around, and he said he doesn't like the bad sets. He doesn't like people who says unkind things about his wife. Mm-hmm. And Ashley had to clarify. They're talking about Candice, which I'm glad you did clarify because it could be anyone because everybody has talked trash about you. Everyone. Even the person who's right across from you saying this is me putting I'm coming out to your restaurant and Sharice will drag you over the river and through the woods. Oh, yes. What is Michael's problem with Chris? Is it that he wants to be the only white man?
I think his issue with Chris is that he feels like Chris doesn't work. And like he lives
neither does your wife.
Well, that's his wife though. And I think it's like the white man not working thing. Because he works and he wants Chris to work. He does work. We just watched him at the hotel that he used to own last.
Look, money goes a long way in white communities. Who knows how he got that? Trump got a hotel.
But that's what I'm saying. I think that's what it is, though. I think that he sees this other white man not working and he doesn't make sense to him. Or maybe he doesn't have the money that he has. Like, I think it's something like I would never understand it.
It's classism. You're looking down on these people. They're just trying to be working. Your wife doesn't have a job.
What if he wants to see the brown D?
I don't think that he wants to see the brown. No, we know he like black man. Y'all remember at Uncle Lump's party when he was like, "Ooh, yeah, you're working out," and that black man that was buff. Ooh, feel these. Ooh, they're nice and tight. He likes black men.
Maybe that could be it though. He likes wines.
I think he wants to be the only white person there, and he looks down at them because of how much money they have. But look, this ain't Ashley mama. You're not just gonna talk to me in this type of way and kick me out my house. It doesn't matter if who's paying the bills. The bills are getting paid. Okay, worry about what's going on over there, and why your wife can't get her mama a good wig to do an interview with.
But Ashley wore that wig too, so.
And why they gotta share wigs? It's hard out here. Why she got a breast pump everywhere she go? It looked like she never gets sleep. She's always stressed and I'm tired. She falling asleep during vacation. Worry about that. Worry about why your wife has to chuck down a whole box of Corona Lights before she can even get on top of you with a strawberry.
They're both chugging them down.
This scene, oh, you like that? Yeah, so that, like when we used to, oh yeah. Worry about something else. And there's other people you can be upset with.
Like who?
I think he's just like, it's a money thing. Because remember, you tried to get at Ray when they had moved to Falls Church, and he was like, "Why are you moving there?"
Oh yeah,
And Ray was like, "Excuse me, I will bomb you." Now Ray
I was
not
shocked
here
that
for
Ray
it.
was happy to see him at the wedding renewal.
Ray is too old to care about any of this stuff. He come in crippled, he
No,
leave out
remember,
crippled.
remember on last year's reunion, he was like, "Well, I feel the same way." When they was bringing up all the stuff that Michael does, he was like, "I feel the same way too." So when he was happy to see him, I was a little like, "Wait a minute now."
Well, we hadn't seen him all season,
Oh, well, that's true. Yeah, okay.
so it was kind of like, oh, he is alive, because this
We
is
didn't see
Mia's
him or
first time
Juan.
season.
Juan or Mike, we ain't seen him all season.
We didn't see Juan either, did we?
Mhm.
No.
That's why we had more camera time with Juan than we did Robin this episode.
We did not see Juan. I mean, but that's expected because they're
We
not
saw.
married.
I mean, we saw them like together by themselves, but they haven't been in the group setting.
We barely saw Michael.
Because even when Robin was saying that we miss you in the group, I'm like, Juan hasn't been here either. So.
Yeah, but that's expected. We barely see Juan all the time.
Oh yeah.
And when Juan is there, he leaving early or he not doing anything.
Because he's normally here in Atlanta.
Michael is normally there. No, I'm sure.
Yes.
Michael is normally there causing and stirring up some trouble. So it was kind of like, we haven't seen you this whole time. You haven't talked about anyone or grabbed a butt. We didn't get one lawsuit this year. What's going on? Is your husband okay, Ashley?
Right. Trey said, I think Juan only drank water on that double day because he didn't want to get drunk around Michael.
Girl, did y'all notice that? No, thank you. Just water, please. Okay, not this time. Just water. No, I'm fine. We're good. Nah, I have a beer. Somebody's working out really good. Oh, yes, he's stretching me out. He's just so weird heights. I don't know. I'm not Australian, so
He's just not. Juan is just never really present in anything, and Michael's always present when Juan is present.
I think Juan plays with Michael because when it was with Chris and who else was that other guy when they were just having a conversation and he just seemed cool and they were just bros talking. Mm-hmm. But then when Michael comes around, it just becomes this. Yeah, I'll take you out into the woods and then we'll go by ourselves camping. It's just like,
yeah. Well, Ashley said on the after show, she said that the reason why she thinks they have this close relationship is because everybody who Michael gets close with gets kicked off the show.
Okay. So they're trying to kick out Robin?
No, she don't want the guys because he was cool with Monique's husband, which we saw her twice this episode, which was really weird. Katie with her man was gone.
He sexually harassed her boyfriend and he said he was going to call me on a separate line. He wasn't cool with him. If that's his definition of cool.
I mean, Juan called him on that line.
Juan calls him on a separate line. Juan calls him on something else. They was texting each other at that table. Talking to my Uber's here. Oh, yours
like,
ready
too? My Uber's here. Okay, yeah.
I gotta go as well. I gotta be out. You gotta go.
What time are we actually leaving? The camera want to show me dancing with Robin real quick, and then I'll be outside.
Hey, F her. We don't need to do any of that. Let's leave. Oh, just a mess. He comes late and then he leaves early.
I mean, he could have only been there for at least an hour. That was it.
No, he was about to start stirring that white man trouble, and I needed him to go. So after that, they talk about Juan and Robin having kids, and Robin said, "Look, I would, but it's not the same. This body it ain't the way it used to. I just got out of depression. He barely be around. So we got some things to talk about if we are going to do it. What strikes me is that Juan is so serious about their children. But it's like Robin, did you get the kids up as he walks past every room? you also need to be a present and productive parent. And he gets mad when we're watching him not actively be a parent.
But did you realize that they pulled up in two different cars?
I'm sure. Who did?
Robin and Juan. That's DT's fault. I just said.
Because he gotta go. He gotta work.
When they went to the warehouse, they put up in two different cars. He was like, "Oh, you need to watch your car, girl, because it's dirty, it's dusty." And she was like, "Why are you looking at my car?" But they put up in two different cars. Juan was ready to go before they even got into the building.
That's true. He came in ready to. It didn't matter what she said. He was about to get into a fight. He was like, "Man, I'm not doing this with you." It was like it didn't matter what was being said. Oh, there's a little dirt in here. See, you always coming with that bullshit. You know what? I'm taking this off because you do that every time. I'm out. I'm not doing this. It didn't matter what she was gonna say.
But she keeps on bombarding him with this kid talk thing. Are you going to change the diaper?
The thing is, that's serious. She has 2 boys that she's been trying to
just say you don't want to have a baby, Robin.
Co-parenting with him.
Just say you want a baby.
Or you can want to have the baby, but make sure that you're also in it. He's just trying to use a womb.
Robin is like, after the baby is birthed, it's your kid.
I think she wants to have a happy, loving family with him, but you also need to be involved and engaged.
But she this is like the 6th season that we keep talking about this though. Like, okay, we get
not the baby. This is only like
about him not changing the 2 boys' diapers.
Being involved, and he still gets angry
because she keeps on talking about it.
Because your reaction hasn't changed.
There's no new baby yet. Like, can we at least get to?
And it's not going to be until when I ask you
1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Say to me, you know what? I'm going to be the most present. I'll do whatever you think we should do in order to make sure you feel comfortable creating life. But until then, I'm gonna keep asking you. You gonna change the diaper?
But even on the after show, she was like, while I'm pregnant, I'm going to keep on doing this every single day that I'm pregnant. Will. But I mean, you already pregnant. It's too late now.
If it is, girl, I'll be like, take it out and put it in the red box.
They're gonna be like the mailman with the cat. Here,
I don't want to see it. Give it to Candice. That's what it's going to give it to Candice. I don't need it. But you have to be very careful. I think she learned her lesson once she got stuck with 2 boys and he went overseas.
Yeah.
And it's hard. And they lost it all. Then they got a little bit back. And now she's just trying to find stability. And I feel like she's taking whatever time she needs to take in order to make sure that she gets it right. And she doesn't want to lose it all again. And if I'm going to have another baby, then you need to do the right thing. And if you are saying anything but I'm going to do the right thing, then girl, get in your car and go to back to basketball practice.
I'm just a little bit tired of these fake storylines with Robin and Juan, honestly.
I don't think
we get married next. We're gonna get married again. Now we building the house. We have a baby, but then she's on the after show saying that they're not doing the traditional old method anymore. So whatever happens just happens. Like, she doesn't really want none of this stuff.
I think she does. I think it's just very complicated, and living it out on TV does not make it.
I think Robin is really done with all that stuff. Like, I don't think that Robin wants to really even get married again. I think Robin is just like, they've been living the way they've been living for so long. She's comfortable with it.
I think she is afraid of being hurt, so she's being complacent.
Okay, I can see that.
So she's like, I don't want to rush him, but I do want these things, but I want him also in my life. So,
but she has.
I'll let him go sleep with Michael here and there. He don't have to stay here. I'll build a house. I'll tell the people that we getting married, but I won't ask about it, like stuff like that.
Then they were like, well, I want to build the house before the marriage, and there's a baby coming, but then we're not having a baby because I don't know if I want a baby because he's not gonna take care of the baby. We're not having a wedding because we're trying to put it off because of the house and the baby. It's like, what is really happening here?
Well, right now they know they're gonna be together. Unfortunately, as dysfunctional as it is, we're gonna be together. So we might as well get a house and stop living in this apartment. So I thought that was a smart move because he's not going nowhere, she's not going nowhere.
Right.
They stuck. It's Stockholm syndrome. We can at least live in a nice house if I'm gonna be stuck with your raggedy ass.
I want to have a girlfriend, you want to have a boyfriend, but we want to stay together.
Two separate wings.
It's just she should have had the West Wing.
She don't need no West Wing. She got toys.
You think they sleep in the same bed?
When he gets home, sometimes, if he's not too tired from work and he just crashes on the couch. But I feel like they do have just one. You saw the places they were staying in. You think they got like 3 bedrooms?
I don't think he lives in that house.
They live in that same place.
I don't think that he lives in that house. Even when he came in that day, he was like, "Are the kids up?" He was outside.
Where will I live?
Huh?
Where To be honest, Juan ain't nothing but a bloke drug dealer who got your sister knocked up, and now he just at the house. But he out sleeping with everybody doing whatever he want to do. But he don't got nowhere to go when those other girls kick him out.
Because Robin gave the friend all the money, and then he stole it.
Sleep in that bed. He's just a basketball player out there doing the same old. When those girls are like, nah, you can't come over here no more, Juan. He come back home. Y'all getting on Robin, but we see what Juan's doing. Y'all saw when she got into those taxes. She said, "That's your problem now. You ain't bringing nothing into the house, girl. You're not bringing anything into the house." You gotta fix that. You gotta fix that. I'm sure I do.
I just saw stuff that Wanda cheating on her on the internet now. I'm like, we already knew.
That's not even important. There's bigger fish to fry than Juan cheating on her.
Yeah.
To be honest, I would say thank God. Let's make it interesting if that was happening.
I think he just wants to have all his kids from the same mother.
I think that could also be true, but then you also have to show and prove. Have you changed the diaper?
So what if he's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna change the diapers, then when she has the baby, he don't. Then what happens to the baby?
I said this before I had this baby. I said that, okay? And then I'm gonna give you the baby, and you go do what you need to do. But I'm not.
What if you don't take it?
Well, it's gonna end up. I don't think Juan has any other avenues except for he's just gonna have to deal. Sorry, you just got the deal. Okay, I'm all you got. To be honest, that's why they still together. My family took you in, and then I married my brother, and now we stuck together. I'm all you got, and you're gonna take care of this baby. You're not going.
You're gonna be like, Juan, the baby is crying. Change the diaper. You're gonna be like, Robin, I gotta go to work.
And she's gonna say I'm depressed, and then we're gonna have a little Carter trying to change the baby.
And just gonna be like, girl, this man think you lazy. Stop. You gotta take care of the baby.
Mm-hmm. And her children are gonna tell her to get off the phone and shut up. Mom, stop! Shut up.
The man think you're unattractive because you want to take care of the baby.
I mean, that's what her worth is, and that's why she's single too. So after that, we get to Candice. I'm really excited for Candice. She's living out her dream.
Mm-hmm.
Dishonorable mention. Mia. I mean, not Mia. Her too. Wendy. She got big breasts, big boobs, butt implants, and a new candle, and we never got a final scene except for her mama saying, "I'm out." That was the last episode. Okay, we never got a final scene in this episode. The last time we saw,
we did.
Her own mother was leaving her. Okay, the last time we saw Wendy, her own mama was like, "Fuck this shit." Okay.
No. We did get one. Remember, she was at the house with the daughter, and the daughter was helping her. She was asking the daughter to help her pick up the clothes.
And that's actually what's sad. Okay, you see him up here looking like a big booty model. Tell some, yo, you're my little. Where the mama at? Okay, where's the mother? That's the most we can get from Wendy. Just we're bored. You couldn't even show us. You put some candles in some boxes. Like this is all you got. But I digress. Candice is signing deals. While Wendy is trying to pick out a dress with her daughter. Candice is signing deals. I thought it was very exciting for her. Since she's gotten this show, she likes big balls and she cannot lie. I've always loved Candice when she was singing in that first season. It was like, do you ever shut up? Okay. And now she's finally living the dream. She was in a girl group, and then she got out of the girl group because her mama said you can't be in a girl group because the contract wasn't right. Then she started singing for that one guy. Then he's ghosted her. He was like, "Ooh, let me get on Real Housewives. I'm gonna give you a contract." Then he never called her back, and now she finally has signed to E1 Nashville.
But so this was really weird for me too, though, because they were like, we need to build up your social media presence. And she's like, "Oh, I'm good on social media."
Boom, got it down pat, cry. First of all, check, and check. Okay.
They're like, girl, no. They're like, girl, no, you don't have it down pat because she doesn't.
You're kind of a disaster in social media. Thank you. You're
welcome. She's a disaster.
That's my favorite.
She's been a disaster this season, though. Does that build? Does that help build? Does it
I
help
don't know
build
if
the
this
sale?
is something she's going to be able to fit. I feel like at this point she's cemented to not be liked. It's like Kenya Moore. It don't matter how many doors are slammed in her face or her husband and liking her. She can go through every human experience. The people will be like, F that B, that's what she deserves.
But she just bypassed. She was like, you know, I was singing in the hairbrush.
She was.
She just bypassed the whole conversation.
Because she's like, look, I got social media down pat. Don't worry. You got your wide body. I'm typing it as we speak. I got it. So we don't need to worry. We don't even need to worry about that. And F social media, I got a whole TV show. It's filming right now. That's what we're doing right now. Sign. Let me sign. Then she started crying about Dottie and then my mother and then Chris as well. And it's like, girl, he was just trying to cook some chicken wings, and you said, "Can you put that like, let's not take it too far, girl. We just had a cash bar last season. Like, he was just trying to make wings, and you was like, "Can you put together a video shoot?" And he had to come with the apron onto that. Okay, he's still just trying to cook a couple of wings. But I'm happy she's finally living out her dream, and her album is really good. If you have not listened to it, you are. It tells a story. And it's just it really is good. It's a great solid first album. Yeah. So did Anita Baker.
Oh well, okay, that's fine.
Whoa, what we're not gonna do is the mother. What we're not gonna do is the mother.
Anita Baker never said she liked this. She said support black women. She said support black women. That's what she said.
We're gonna look this up. We're gonna have to look this
up. They showed it on the show.
We're done.
She never
said, where's your record deal?
I love the album. The music sounds
where's
great.
Your record deal?
She just said sign, support black women.
And where's your record deal?
So I can pull up somebody saying support black men somewhere.
Okay.
And I'm like, they support me on YouTube.
Naked on the beach. After that, you get another scene with Juan and Robin. So they already spoiled this. They went into the warehouse. I mean, y'all could have at least brought a couple of boxes with your merchandise or something. I mean, is this the same one we seen when the Amazon lady was opening up the packages? Because we know what it looked like already. Y'all remember when that lady was just standing there and they was trying to film the scene? She was like, I'm late. And she was not. She said, look, sorry. I get beat these in. Who's signing? Any of y'all sign here? Oh, I got to go to the front? Okay. They didn't even bring any boxes with them. At least show something in it, Robin. You go into this dirty, empty room and then you say you're gonna change You walk into an empty room, you say, well, this is the space. Oh, okay. You gonna change the baby?
Mom was like, do we need to sign? Hold on, wait.
You gonna change the baby? He said, oh, I drove not an Uber all the way out because it sounded like he just be taking Uber's places now.
No,
all the way out here.
Remember they both drove because he was talking about her car being dirty. They both drove. Then he pulled off a lever.
I'm not doing this. I can't. This is too much. He's so you know what? Juan and Michael are so dramatic. This is why they like each other. I bet you I can upstage you. I'm gonna walk out the scene. Watch. I'm gonna get in the car. I'm gonna cry by the car door.
He was like, "You want to see how a bitch come down the slide? I'm gonna show you how a bitch come down the slide."
I'm done with this because you're always on this stupid stuff. Man. Like I didn't think that it was that girl. Girl, this is a hypothetical baby, okay? And I just want to know if you would change the child. Man, you're always trying to pull that stuff. Well, we've seen you walk past your kids and say, "Robin, why you ain't getting the kids up?" But we've seen you walk past them yourself, okay? I have seen you in the house with them and telling Robin that she need to get them up for class while you sitting here walking up and down the hallways. I have seen Robin, is everybody okay? Everybody up? Gotta get the kids up for school. Hey Robin, did you get the kids up? I was just checking. I said 15 minutes ago, get the kids up. So I think it's a valid question, girl. Can you change it up? Because you can't even say get up, Carter. You can't even say get up, Carter. You can't even make him breakfast. Get the girl some cereal. And he was at the house for a long time. I don't know what he was doing. You said
he was outside.
You wasn't doing it virtually.
He was outside of the house.
So can you change a diaper? Because you can't even get the kids on a Zoom call.
You don't even live here.
For the morning lineup.
Is the daughter gonna live in the house?
He came to pick up a couple of things. That's what it was, and that's why he was like, "Oh."
He was like, "Are we? If I come over this morning, can we start working on the baby?" Okay, and then she probably lied and went back to sleep, and then was like, "Oh, I forgot you was coming because I was tired.
She don't need him. Let me not say that. I don't know what they're doing. Somebody said Juan sounds like my ex. Did he change the baby, girl? Did he change the baby, or did he storm out when you said that? Men be ridiculous. Oh, really? We gonna pull that right now?
She was like, Juan, car needs to be changed. I got a game. I gotta go. I'll be back.
You know how I'm doing, man. Just always it got so extra where I was like, did I miss a part? Oh, how's it, Aaron? What's going on, my love, Aaron? I almost missed your super chat. Yes, give me money. This is how you talk to me. Y'all make sure I go follow House of Aaron. It's one of my besties for the resties. I was trolling in his video last week because I didn't like what he was saying about Candice, but I got them together. But yes, I just felt like I missed something because it escalated so quickly. Just how you gonna change the baby? Or at least act like it.
But she's been I think he was just tired of this question at this point.
Every time you saw Monique and Chris with their babies, they was always doing stuff together.
Right.
They had family time and doing things together. I see Robin with the boys. And then he comes in when she's with the boys. Maybe they had a practice, and I'm not sure if he's working, and that's why they're there. But they go out with them on the play dates. When do we see Juan with them?
We don't.
But you want us to not bring up the fact the girl, do you know how to change the diaper?
Tell him no.
Or if you want this, work with me. I think she loves him, so I want to give you the child that you want.
Just tell him
no. But girl, you got to work.
Just tell him that you don't have a baby.
The womb is open for business for you.
Because he could lie right now. He could lie to her all the way up until the time the baby comes, and then.
And as you can see, his pride won't let him. Okay, he gets frustrated. He storms out of storage units. Okay, he gets so angry. He gets so mad. He ran right out of that U-Haul.
Like, Robert, we're doing this again. We already talked about it for 7 seasons.
Take this off of me. I'm leaving this. Tired of this mess.
Please take my mic. Here, take it. I'm out. We already talked about this.
Just storming. She's like, what are you? What? Like what? Because we didn't even get into the conversation good. Like I was trying to make a moment, we couldn't even get into the moment. I didn't even say anything. Man, it's that bullshit you talk about.
Why was Juan working that late?
We know why. Okay, same reason why you were doing that. And then she had to console him by the car. It's okay. I'm sorry. I just don't like that you're doing this on TV. I'm just saying. But that was so long ago. Yes. Okay. You didn't change it that long ago. And we haven't had a baby since. So now I'm really unaware and unsure if you could change a diaper. Like that, he wants to invalidate her experience. I went broke with 2 boys. And you just came back in and out. I mean, I know I did lose your money too, but okay, whatever. I got it back. Okay. Somewhat.
But he had to go work.
But something happened to me too, and I'm not gonna do this again. I just had depression. You told me to get up. Y'all shake it off and make some more hats. That's what you said to do. As when I was going through depression. What if that happens again postpartum? Why don't look like he would listen to postpartum? That's not real. Our parents didn't have that.
Do you think she's gonna really have this baby?
Shake it off. I think she wants to. I'm not sure if she will.
Did you watch the after show?
No, so we're not going to be discussing.
Well, no, she said that they're not doing the PO method anymore. So
I think they could have stopped that a long time ago.
It might happen, but she could.
She ovulating? She ovulated since? Has she ovulated? Was she going through menopause or depression?
I don't know, but that's what she just said because I watched the after show.
She said they're not pulling out
while we was waiting. Yeah, she's not taking birth control. They're not pulling out. None of this. So.
And I don't think that any of that stuff matters.
She said that she hasn't gone to the doctor to find out when she's actually ovulating now.
Oh, so she's right on top of it. Girl, let's be clear. Taking off a condom does not start the process all the time, girl, because you can't have a baby with a condom on. Okay? There's a lot of, if you really wanted to try to have a baby, maybe you should see the doctor first. How many eggs do I have left? Okay? What's the terms of high-risk pregnancy? Y'all see how Ashley be running pregnancy down our throats?
But I feel like maybe she's like, if it accidentally happens, then maybe we'll have it. But that's why I feel like she doesn't really want to have this baby. Sex
once every 3 months is not going to get you a baby, Rob McGraw.
I don't think
unless you're bagging it up.
And I don't even know. I don't think that they're having sex.
I feel like they have intercourse. I told you when everybody else says you can't stay here tonight, well, I'm done. You say you can get me on the show. Then you gotta come back. You come back home.
Do it again.
I'm not. You can't stay here no more, Juan. I'm done with this. Okay. I thought you was only gonna stay because you said it was close to the basketball court that you had to practice at. You can't even give me any of those free hats. I thought you said you was gonna steal some of those hats from me. You gotta go back home. And here, both of the kids laying in their own filth, and Rob is asleep. And he's like, "Here I go, okay, in this 2-bedroom apartment. Welcome home, Juan."
Sleep on the couch.
So he cries and leaves, and then we get to I wish you had your picture so you could put up Giselle's house because that's where we had the wedding.
You would never let me send it to you.
I don't want it, but so we get to it looks like a. It looks like y'all know in some cities where y'all just have like a quick strip mall, Payless, Singular, just random stores. No, I'm not gonna say this. If you live in Florida, Fort Lauderdale, and y'all know they just have the glass shop, the bead shop, stuff like that, but it ain't no storefront really. That's where Karen's wedding was. It looked like that's where she also had that wig thing. Was it a 2-for-1 special? I had his first event here with the wigs. And then I'll come back and we'll get married here. Either way, they had the pop-up shop wedding place. They were really excited about it. Everybody was getting up, showing it. They had stairs to go up to come down. What was that about?
I feel like Karen was like, y'all hoes gonna sit downstairs. My family gonna stay upstairs where the wedding
You're
is.
80 years old. Why are we doing these stairs?
I think
you remember when Ray was trying to.
Y'all not about to sit here and argue at my damn wedding. Y'all gonna sit downstairs while my family is enjoying my wedding.
Girl, so you could barely get up there.
Let me walk up these steps so that we can have the real wedding, and I'm gonna sit here with y'all so y'all can argue.
I know she thought she looked like just a princess gliding. You look like when Willy Wonka came out the factory and he was just, and they was like, well, what's going on there, Kitsy? That's how she looked coming down each step. Okay, like she was about to let us in with our golden tickets. Okay, come on down, girl.
Oh, you know what? I think those was the steps was in front of Giselle's Radio Shack.
Yeah, and it lets her know where up and down. It was just, it was, and Giselle got on the boot. Y'all really not considerate to her. And she didn't even bring her hairdresser. I didn't realize that. I was very interested in that.
She
said, if I'm not bringing that boo, I'm not gonna bring him. Okay. So Mia comes in, and what I wasn't understanding is that Mia was criticizing like she ain't been there before in the beginning of the season. She didn't like it when she first came.
Wendy was there too.
And now she's like, ew, oh, she turned her nose up at everything. The child of an ex-cow drug addict, dependent. Okay, I don't know what to feed your child for dinner. And every time she walked into the room, she turned her nose up. I know she wanted to go around and say, who's the manager? Who's getting paid? Because I want to know what's going on here because that's what she likes to do. She likes to come in here and says, who's running the show here? So she comes in, she don't like it. Ashley arrives by herself because Michael's dropping off, he's daddy of the year, dropping off the baby to whoever.
He was at the birthday party.
That's what they say. But Ashley, the mother wouldn't go to the birthday party. The mother wouldn't go to the birthday party. We're gonna bring the manhandling, sexually assaulting. I gotta charge Michael Darby to the party. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, I'm gonna send his dad instead. Not over here, you're not, and he gonna have to wait across the street. And we'll have somebody push the stroller to his side of the street. He cannot come by children or men. Michael went to the birthday party. Why didn't
the nanny take the baby to the birthday party?
Child, that nanny is for sure. It's just her friend. They just try to make it seem like she got a nanny. Michael gives her an allowance, and that's why she has her friend doing it, and that's why her mom got those bad wigs.
Juan was like, "Where's Michael at?" Because he said he was coming.
I got already.
My Uber leaving in 45 minutes. Where is he at?
He's waiting for the money. Okay, He was like, I thought I was supposed to be making 50 G's tonight.
He's like, where the money resides is not here. And
I told him to pull up, and now he's making me upset. And, you know, I got ready and everything. And, you know, I'm trying not to eat. But, like, what's going on? Wait, anybody know where he is? Oh, he had to go to the birthday party, girl. Over you? That didn't make sense to me. That anybody would let Michael around their children willingly. Take that baby with you. It's scary. No, not do the baby. So we finally see Wendy and Eddie. They really didn't talk about any of this cheating.
Come on, I don't want to touch. I want to touch this.
The blow up balloon. Get her out of the car. Get the blow up doll out. That's not pop a thing. We forgot. We forgot if agrees or that Eddie did anything in the blogs, because at this point I wasn't even sure what her ending could be. Did she finally sell the candles? Like what was her story this year?
Why did she not change the damn dress?
Because it's Wendy. She's extra, and you're gonna see. I can't with her. She comes in. I'm not seeing them. I'm not doing them. First of all, girl, you need to talk to somebody, because these candles not giving it, girl. Your own mother walked out, okay? Like, you're losing people, okay? You're losing people. Your own mama was like, your own mama asked for an Uber, okay? I would rather do a silent ride back home than sit here and listen to you, okay? And support you in these candles. I would rather. You need somebody to talk to, okay? Ashley, she ain't doing the job and talking to you like she should. Karen, this is her scene. Mia, I mean, you can't really trust what she say ever. Candice,
we're not gonna do Mia slander.
Mia does her own slander.
We're not gonna listen
to her again, and then she cleans it up. But right before she drags her mother, that's her trick. She comes in here all sweet, and then boom, she talks about her mom being on drugs. Boom, she gave me up. I'm surprised she didn't bring her mom. This would have been a nice event to kind of bring her mom, let her see some high life.
Her mom couldn't even watch the kids. Why would I bring her to the damn wedding?
Okay, because she was trying so hard. She's really.
She don't even know the mom don't even know what to feed the kids. I'm not bringing you to the wedding.
She know what to feed the kids. She don't know to feed your rich kids. Okay, girl. I take care of the kids already with your sister. I pop those noodles in the microwave real quick, 3 minutes. Girl, I know what to do. Okay. I don't know what to do with these kids. You talking about the big iPad, somebody talking about something on the phone, somebody was calling and saying somebody was coming up. I didn't know how to let people in the elevator. I don't know what to do with your children. Okay, I know how to feed the kids. I was gonna give them a peanut butter jelly sandwich, but I didn't know what the bread was, because none of these cabinets, I don't know how to open them. Everything's so clean. I think the mama know what to do. Okay, she don't know how to do it. Mia's kids. I don't want that. Can I have couscous? We normally get couscous for lunch. I want to spit a salad with some vinaigrette. Girl, look, I got bread. I got bread and bananas.
I was trying to give y'all pizza rolls. No, we want gourmet pizza.
we normally get it homemade. Our chef normally comes. That's who they were trying to let up. You had to push number 5. We're trying to tell you, Grandma, push 5. You didn't let her up. She said, look, I'm not dealing
pizza
with
rolls are low budget. We don't eat that.
She went right back on. She got some Slim Jims, some snacks for the kids, and she went back to that place. She know how to feed those kids. She said, I'm not dealing with these. I'm not doing that, girl. If I was Mia's mom, the next time she asked me to do something, I'd be like, girl, I'm so busy. Your sister, she got a packed schedule to the end of the year. Won't be able to do anything. Well, I'll just be like, sorry, she went back to jail. She went back to jail. She told me to tell you she went back to jail, but she love you. Good luck next season. So, Mia, Wendy comes in, stank face. She's not talking to everyone. Macy Gray is there. Like, this is what our finale is. Macy Gray walking around the building. Child, y'all could have got a cameo on phone this end. To be honest, your own daughter didn't come, girl. You could have got Macy Gray to do a cameo, because at one point it just started to look like, excuse me, Macy. It looked like people were going around her to get to her nerves, and she's trying to sing. It just didn't even.
They didn't even realize that it was Macy. Is that Macy Gray? That's Macy Gray. Ray was like, "Yeah, this is her new song."
I don't know Mason Gray outside of depressive songs, and as told by Ginger, I was hoping she was gonna say someone once told me. I was gonna say yes, the grass much greener on the other side. 25 years.
I don't know that one by what's the song?
I don't know, but we don't want to hear. Yeah, I try to say goodbye.
Yeah,
maybe that is a
I
wedding song. You tried to say goodbye and you couldn't.
Ray was like, "What? Oh yeah," and then the son was there. He was like,
first of all, he did not want to be there. I don't know what they promised him.
"No, here's the mask."
I don't know what they promised that son, but I'll tell you one thing: he got it.
He was like, "I wish I would have had the kidney stone."
Raven, how you get a kidney stone? Hurry up! I need one right now. I'm trying to go. No, she's doing the whole crying thing again. No, she's standing by him. She's doing the accent. Raven, come on. She's the only person from Surrey County, backwoods Virginia, who talks like she's English. You know, I messed it up, and I held on for you. When they renewed their vows, though, it was really nice. I hope I can be married to someone and stay for that long. The good, the bad, in the news, in the Washington Post, and not in the Washington Post. One in a return, not one in a return. Blue Eyes moving to fake houses, but Ray was never there. And then moving back to a uglier house.
Ray was never where.
I didn't see. I don't think I ever saw him at the Falls Church house.
They had a whole party at the house.
Yeah, I saw when it was an event space, but then she kept it going too long.
Ray was in the house.
I don't remember seeing him.
He was there.
Well, I'm sure he was.
We saw him there in the house.
Where is the white assistant man? Did she let him go? What happened to him?
Yeah, because Giselle said she was sleeping with him, so she let him go.
The gay assistant that was telling her business, saying that they lived in a condo?
The blue.
What
That's
happened
blue
to
eyes.
him?
No, wasn't that blue
That's
eyes?
not Blue Eyes. That's not Blue Eyes. Y'all, what happened to Karen's white gay? The one that she's known forever.
Not the one.
The one she had known forever. I thought this was your attorney. No, this is my friend. Your friend, how long have you known? Like 25 years. This one can't be no more than 30. God, it was
wait. Miss Keisha said I was waiting for both of them to fall down the stairs.
Child, that actually is the finale we're looking for. To be honest, whatever way we can get them so we can start the program. Whatever way we can start the program. Somebody push it real quick. Candice, go do it. They don't like you already. Go do it, Candice. Go ahead, go do it.
They should have had one of
like
those.
They didn't want to be there. It's like you already had us outside in Surrey County. It was we already had it. It was all three of us outside. Now we have
They should. You know, they had the little things where they put them out there for the people who can't really walk up those steps. Where they put it on the little banister and they just ride them down on the rail.
That's really what
should have had.
That's what Ray needed.
Karen needed it with that dress on.
Karen it should have been one floor. But I feel like this is a place where you ever watch home makeover shows where they have places where they just store stuff that they're gonna use in the other houses. Yeah. I felt like that's what this was. It was just all of the stuff that they're gonna use for a house or staging one day. But it looked nice together because we have it really in its spots. That's why there's a random stairwell here. Because we're not sure what we're gonna do with it. Somebody's building a house, but we need to put it somewhere for now. But y'all can have y'all wedding in here if y'all want, okay? But this is storage space.
We talked about this. I thought it was smart for her to do it because it was a one-stop shop. I can get the shop. I can get the dress. I got the wedding here. It may not look great outside, but it may not look great
from the Grand Dame. This is what you give to the ambassador of Surrey County.
I don't understand why the outside had to look great, like nice. I mean, Giselle's house don't look nice outside, but they still attended the tent party in the parking lot in the dirt.
And we attended this one
in the middle of the woods.
Kindergarten on the side of the school. She like no child left behind, so they brought out trailers, and that's where Karen's wedding was.
They couldn't even go into Giselle's house, so why is where Karen got married at such a problem?
I mean, I just thought. I mean, if the ambassador for Surrey County is going to be here, you would have thought that they would have really done up the place. But I didn't know we was going to the
They weren't
Crab Shack.
They weren't in Surrey County.
We looked like we was going to a backyard barnyard. Okay, I was waiting for the doors to open.
We looked like we was at the dump yard for Giselle's podcast thing, and nobody was talking about
not too far from where Karen got married. It looked like a mobile home. It looked like you could pick that thing
well,
up.
But that was okay. That was okay.
If that's what you like, Karen, do you sweet? Make sure Macy Gray gets back home safely.
The inside looked amazing.
It did. It had on stage stuff in there.
It looked amazing on the inside.
Opulence, but she still got brown carpets.
And how is Giselle driving that car with that boot on?
You got to make it work. She's an independent woman. You just got to make it work.
But everybody else is Uber. I mean, if Juan can Uber, Giselle can definitely Uber.
Giselle not getting drunk at this party. She's trying to watch this and leave and go home.
They didn't have no alcohol at the party. Did you not hear that part?
Ashley stayed at the bar. She, Margarita.
Listen. So you didn't watch the after show. So what they said was there was only champagne.
Oh hell no! She didn't even have a Corona. That's why Michael came drunk.
There was only champagne at the party.
They only had champagne at this party.
Giselle was like, I could have brought my own damn liquor.
And Michael said he did. Hey guys!
Michael already knew.
Oh, I'm sorry, Ashley. Oh, they had no.
That's why Ashley. But that explains why Ashley was still at the bar the whole time.
Cause she was like, "Keep it coming, girl." Just give me the bottle. I promise I will turn about it. You don't have to know. Girl, just give me the bottle. I don't even know if she realized that he came and left. Okay, that's Ashley stayed at the bar. She made best friends and she stayed there. Keep it coming. Another one, please. Another one. Just say martini. Make me feel good. So after that, Macy Gray was singing. People were getting their food. Everybody sit down. Michael comes in. Big who? Oh my God! Everybody's excited. Mia says he does exist. Yes, he does, girl. So now you've seen him, but your stock has gone down. What? No, you mean not.
Candice did say that those hoes drink too much and they're too expensive.
And this is why she had a cash bar.
Yeah,
if y'all want real drinks,
that's what she said.
This is what y'all gonna do. See, because my cash bar would have been me bringing my tequila to your party and acting like Macy Gray sound good with whatever song she's singing.
Child. I would have needed a lot of drinks to make Macy.
That's a slippery slope. They could have got Lil Mama too, because at this point you got Macy Gray at your just everybody know it wasn't even sentimental to their marriage. She tried to have her daughter get in that booth and do. She sounded worse than when Riley was singing that song to her daddy, girl. Y'all remember when Riley was like. Come on for the Raven and Riley duet. let's get together. Candy, let's go here and see if we can make some. Let's get Raven and Riley together for a duet, okay? Because we can get them together. But that's the first time we saw Macy Gray when she randomly said that she was going to help the girls sing Amazing Grace in the booth. I mean, we got something, okay? And
it wasn't Amazing or Grace.
And had the nerve to say, you sound gas, and then try to put those together like there was harmonies. Macy, girl. Now, I know you say like you got a cold, but that didn't sound good. Okay? That did not sound good. So, it's just, y'all pray for Macy Gray. If this is what it's come down to, and I'm sure she can
we have a moment of silence for Macy Gray?
It's career. Child, if this is what it's come down to, yikes! Singing in the shed for Karen's vow renewal. I hope she got a full set. I hope they gave you a full set. Knowing Karen's stingy self, you probably didn't. Just one song, sweetie, and that's enough. I
mean, that's all we needed.
To be honest, that's all somebody would have known. She's still singing. Just do cover songs, girl. Stick with what
I don't think Macy Gray should be doing cover songs.
Does she live there? Does she live in Potomac? Why? Like, this is so random. Like, why is Macy Gray there?
I don't know. That is a good question.
I won't get over it. I'm sorry, y'all. It's just Macy Gray was there too. It's like if you tell the story, it's like, yeah, Macy Gray was there. What was she doing there? I don't know. I think she sang a song, but I don't know. You know, there was so much going on. You know how Karen do, but I think Macy Gray was there.
We just got banned from doing Housewife with Potomac.
Y'all lying. Macy Gray. She said Macy Gray was there. She was there. What was she doing? I don't know. I had to go to the bathroom, but I think she sang. I think that they said she said some new song.
Yeah, you go down.
Yeah, they said something. Look on iTunes. I don't know.
Go one more. Wait. It's Bright Star. We just got
after this roast review. Busy. Banned for doing something. I think we're doing a really good job. I think we're saying what the people want to hear and what the people want to know. This is the first time we're not arguing.
This is. There's
nothing to argue about. This was a tacky season finale.
It was very tacky.
It was a mess. It was us watching Michael get up on her. I was
happy to see Monique on this episode in the clips they showed. I thought it was great.
You might as well not even say.
Let's get tacky. That was the best part of the show for me this week. I saw Monique, and when she came on, I was like, "Oh, thank God it was something to actually watch."
You know what? That's not a praise for me at this point.
It was Monique for me.
I was so, and shout out to the clips that she. Shout out to the pre-recorded clips from the season that she was on the show. We were really excited to see that clip of her. So that was the highlight for you.
That's what I enjoyed the most.
Do you follow her on YouTube?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you get notifications? Because then you can get excited like that all the time.
No.
Oh, I said no. Oh, okay.
It's on this show, not like in YouTube.
Michael comes in. Juan is like, "Yo, bro, what's going on?" Okay, I thought we supposed to. Okay, so they go in the corner.
This was the highlight of the show. I'm sorry.
They talk. Who knows who's grabbing what, who's touching whose thing, who's excited about what. After that, they all sit down.
Mm-hmm.
Michael and Ashley belong together because birds of a tacky feather flock together. Okay, and at this point, the way that he's a revisionist historian and entitled is the same way Ashley is.
And so is Chris and Candice.
I don't understand it.
Mm-hmm. Chris and Candice. They're the same.
I don't think they can. No, one, Chris is not like that. I know Chris.
Oh, yeah. Chris is not really different from Candice. You're right.
Candice wants to be understood, and this she'll work with you.
No, she doesn't want to be understood. She wants to run the show. Chris is like, this is not what this ain't it. But go ahead, what you were saying. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
We know. Oh, look at you apologizing. That's number 2. Oh, look at the exes doing something. Oh, Chuck, make a jump. Put something to make you jump and say, "I'm sorry." Yes. Come on, X on the beach. Naked X on the beach. Try to put your bees in the comments with a naked X on the beach. He just apologized twice. That's big of him. He never got apologies when he was growing up. His mom used to say, "Shut up." I said what I said. So they all sit down. They're about to eat or do something. I don't know what's going on. They don't got cocktails, so I don't know. People passing around something. Macy Grace passing around candles.
Put the bottle on the table, please. At this point, can we get a bottle for each person?
Please, everybody get a bottle. But I don't know what's going on. So they're sitting down, and Michael, hey, he was just a sloppy. To me, he was a sloppy drunk, ready to cause a scene. I'm just saying. And Chris is like, "Look," and Juan said, "Look, okay, look. I told you before you."
So let's just put it down on the table. Wait a minute.
Before you get this, I told you what you got to do. I told you what you got to do before you touch any of this tonight. Okay.
When I Uber home, when we Uber, what we agreed on is what we're going to do. But until then,
my wife need this check, and I told you what you need to do because that's her friend. Okay, and that's one of the only people that's going to talk to her for her like that. So I told you what you got to do before you get anything tonight. Okay, you know what you got to do. And he said, "Okay, I want to squash it. I just do. I'm going to try to." And Chris said, "Look, I'm saying here right now, whatever happened in the past, you know what? I'm over it. Let's just let bygones be bygones. Let's just get past it."
No, he said you did it. He said you did it.
what men normally do. Okay, we good. Okay, we good. Michael said, I have a long history. I don't. Girl, so do you want the people to? Do you want to squash it, or do you not want it to be squashed? Because as I'm saying, okay, blank slate. I'm sorry. We good. Let's move past it and start anew. You saying, well, my history long runs deep and long. We don't have time for any of this. Are you going to? So then don't say nothing about us not apologizing and acting a fool because you are going to act a fool.
No, that's not what he did say. Was Chris said, "What happened in the past? It happened. Like basically, you did the shit." Then,
or we both did.
He didn't say that though.
Well, what happened in the past happened in the past.
He said you did it. It happened. And so then that's when he went back to it, and that's when Juan got up. I was like, "You better come around the table, Juan."
Because he said, "Look, I need this money. I need this money." Okay. But that was after Michael said, "No, my history runs deep and long, and I don't like people
because of it." Because he said because of his wife, which
but you disrespected my wife though, and you don't like how I came at you, but you disrespected my wife.
Only because, but okay. I can't even be Team Michael, but Candice does. No. Candice does disrespect him more than he does her.
Ashley has dragged everyone down on this television show, and as soon as Michael gets involved,
and so has Candice. So has Candice.
But she's going after y'all.
So when he said what he said,
Michael got involved.
Well, what he said was true, though. It was true.
And so it's everything she said was true. He's a sexual abuser, and he is nasty.
But that's not what they weren't talking about that. And I mean, I'm not saying I can't. I don't have a dog, and I don't have a dog in that fight. But what they were talking about, Michael was right. That's happening. Even when not Candice, Ashley said it to Chris at the table before Michael was there. That was the major problem that she had. Even when Candice admitted that.
But you don't have to act that way towards me.
Huh?
You don't have to. That's their thing. You don't have to act that way towards me. Is what Chris was getting at. And if you are going to, then don't say anything when my wife says something about
Candice
your wife because
Chris and Ashley,
Michael and Ashley.
Oh yeah, Michael and Ashley. Yeah.
And Michael don't know how to stay in his own lane
because they both
the only husband.
They both attack him though. Even Giselle said, even when me and Michael had
Chris
issues.
attacks Michael, and Michael attacks everybody on the show.
No. Giselle said it. Giselle said, even when me and Michael have had issues, we've talked and we worked it out.
And here he goes, well, you're smart. You're intelligent. You know how to speak. You know how to. Why we need all
that was wrong. That was wrong. But
he's an a-hole.
But Candice does attack both of them, though. She does. Yeah.
So what? It's my job is to attack your wife. And you can
and what she said, what she actually said to a scholar, she should have said to Ashley.
My job is to go back and forth with your wife. Before your wife had those breast pumps, she was sitting up here pulling up new Google and Robin's bank account. Don't try to act like you're.
We almost went into a whole show.
She was out here telling Sharice, girl, and I hope that your eggs are dry. Don't try to make it seem like.
And Candice called Sharice a geriatric grandmother. So I mean, we can't sit here and play the field with either one.
I'm not saying she's more dirty.
The thing is, this is the thing is this. What he said was true because Candice does attack both of them. Ashley never really does that. Ashley doesn't attack Chris.
Because I'm supposed to just be talking to. So she started attacking him because
then why's Candice allowed to do it?
Because she attacks. He attacks her.
How?
He's like the Peter Thomas of Potomac.
When does Michael attack her?
Every chance he gets. Is that
after she attacks him?
Pay for her.
After she attacks him.
Okay.
That's it. They've all admitted it. Even Chris has admitted it. Candice, they all admitted it. And we was doing good. So when he said that made sense. And then he was like, you know what? We can squash it. Me and you, Chris, we can squash it. But what I don't like is you attacking my wife. And the stuff that Candice has said about her has been nasty.
Okay, and the stuff that your wife has said about me has been nasty too.
What has been
with a baby?
What has Ashley said about Candice has been nasty?
I don't know. She's breastfeeding. I'm not sure.
She hasn't said anything bad about her.
She took her wide body ass down to.
That's what Candice said. That's what Candice said. What did Ashley say though?
But this is what she did. She took her wide body and did that report. That's criminal.
Well, she threw a knife at her.
That's criminal.
She threw a knife at her.
Great, and if you had a problem with it, you should have did a report deed.
I mean,
since you big and bad with a breast pump, you should have gone down to the courtroom, down to the court case, down to the jail cell when that night went past, that brother night went past you, but you wasn't all too scared because you came back 3 times.
Candice threw a knife for her, so she did what she should have done.
You get 2 years later. Get out of here, statute of limitations, and go figure out where's your husband. Okay, at home with the judge. Are you sure?
Over here arguing with them.
Bottom line, Michael, you're not a housewife, but for some reason he want to be the show.
So why? Why did Michael wait? Because Chris is not one either. But he's
Chris
Michael,
tries to stay out of
Michael.
It.
He's like
Chris talks to his wife about this.
You had a whole issue with Chris, like 2 episodes in the episode.
His wife in front of other people.
So
yes, I don't.
Chris has a big part in the show as well.
Yeah, but with his wife.
Okay.
Solely with his wife.
But they don't come against Chris like they come against Michael. Now, Michael has had problems. I will agree with that on the show. Yes. But
the other husbands talk to their wives and they discuss their issues or whatever with their wives and with their family. Chris only gets in if Michael starts to talk about his wife, which he does.
Michael wasn't even there for the trip, and he was getting.
He's been doing this for a season. That's when Chris first.
Michael wasn't there for the trip that just went on, and Chris was getting into it with Candice, but Michael wasn't even around. So that's not true.
I'm saying the difference between Michael and Chris is that Chris.
Because you want to give Chris excuses and Michael doesn't get any. That's what you're saying because you just was talking about how bad Chris was doing.
In everybody's business. Michael's in everybody's business.
He was just getting all Chris about Candice's last episode
with his wife.
Yes, but I'm saying you're saying he doesn't get involved in it. The conversation was with Ashley.
Yeah, he was stopping his wife. He didn't say nothing to Ashley. He was talking to his wife.
But
Michael would have said,
Ashley was talking.
Shut up and you need to be quiet. And
Ashley was talking. Ashley was talking to Chris, right?
She asked him a question, yes, and he answered the question.
They were having a conversation. They were actually fixing their issue or trying to fix it. Okay. Then Candice jumps in. The only reason why this last conversation didn't turn bad was because Ashley was at the bar. Because it would have turned back into the same thing that happened during that vacation. And you know that because Candice would have jumped in.
I'm not forcibly. I didn't see it, so I'm forced to believe that it's not true. She could have changed.
So if Ashley was sitting there, they would not have gotten into it again.
Who knows? I'm not sure.
We all know that.
Who knows?
Candice cannot stop. I love what Candice said to Escala about, she respects Ashley. She wants Ashley to have the best, but she doesn't. But about Michael and not deserving that or whatever she said, she should have said it to Ashley, not to Escala. Because
there's no talking to her.
No, it is talking to her because obviously when Chris was talking to her, it was fine. They were good
but that's Candice, different. They don't have the same.
Until Candice jumped into their conversation, it was good.
The experience is different. The experience with each other
because Candice, because of Candice, not because of Chris.
I don't like, and I'm not saying it as it should be because it's the Real Housewives.
So if Candice could have self-control, like y'all want Ashley to have it, it could have been good. It could have been good because they were having a good conversation. They really
nothing
were.
happened during it. She didn't fight nobody during this whole thing. As Michael was having a seizure.
Who didn't fight nobody?
Candice
was throwing salad at Mia.
No, this whole season finale. While the Darbies.
This episode, but she was just throwing salad at Mia. Your mama and all this other stuff. Even when we are watching the previews for the reunion,
while the Darbies was having a seizure,
Giselle said if Mia would have popped you, so it wasn't like Mia's not.
We're not there yet.
We are there because we already saw it. So it's not like Candice is not still out of control.
We're not sure. For one, the reunion is to recap what happened, so we don't know where she is.
Because we all give her. Because if Mia would have popped her, then we would not. We would all be on separate sides.
We're now condoning violence. Yes.
No, we're not.
Shout out to Andrew Gabor. My bestie for the resty. He said Ashley was literally trespassing. I'm kidding. Candice was wrong for throwing that knife. I think she was wrong for throwing that knife because she threw it too far to the right. And she did it all wrong, girl. If you're gonna make sure that Chris's food gets messed up, we gotta make sure that there's somebody's going to the hospital that day.
See, I was trying to level with you on this.
No, I'm not leveling.
Clearly.
Somebody get her. Now that we know we condone violence, okay, give us a barn, okay, like we gave Monique to give her. That's her ring of choice.
What this episode showed was Candice is the problem, and that's what happened. Because when Ashley was gone, when Ashley was gone,
so then Ashley's the problem.
When Ashley was gone, Candice still was like, this privilege is this, and I can't do it. They were having a conversation. It was between the men, and then Candice still joined into it. It wasn't Candice. It wasn't Candice's conversation.
What did Candice do? How did she jump? She left.
This white privilege. Oh, this. I gotta go. Like
I am not gonna be y'all two white men arguing with each other. I'm about to leave.
This is also what happened when they were on the vacation. Because if she would have been quiet by Ashley and
you're not going to talk around.
It wouldn't have got bad.
You're not going to talk around. See, this is what the problem is, and I see that this is what you subscribe to, and that's fine for you. It's cute.
No, because
let me tell y'all what I haven't even said it yet. Let me get it out. Thanks. What y'all
have at it.
The Darbies are passive aggressive, okay, and they do this tiptoe. This is why Michael feels as if he is owed an apology for somebody putting their hands on him, as he's yelling and putting his hands in other people's faces, talking about he's grabbed everybody's butts from here to Timbuktu, but talking about if you put your hands on people, you need to say, I'm sorry. Girl, save it, okay? And then Ashley, who comes in, throws the rock. She said something about a magazine. She said the blog said something about your husband. Okay, gotta go, girl. Gotta get some milk out.
That was Giselle.
What I'm saying is, sure, what did I do? What did I say? All I did was ask her. They do this thing where they throw the rock.
And actually, you watched the preview for the reunion when Wendy pulls out the damn text message that it was Robin who ever told her that. So that's not even true. That's the thing. I feel like
Wendy is grasping for straws, girl.
She's not. Wendy has been the MVP for this whole season, honestly.
Has she? That's why she got it. That's why
she has been. She has
photo shoot.
What?
That's why her mama left there to photo shoot. What has Wendy been the MVP of? Her husband had to put the candles together.
That's her husband.
She had a business plan.
It's her husband.
The only thing that we know she has been able to do is get a BBD, a BBL, a Brazilian butt lift. That's it.
It's her husband.
Okay, and outside of that,
you're not supposed to help her.
She couldn't even put a business plan together, and that whole trip was trash. There wasn't even turn down service.
He's not supposed to help her.
I'm just saying, what are we giving her the MVP of?
She's been MVP for this season because Wendy has really turned into Wendy this season. Last season, because it was Monique's season, we couldn't do it. But Wendy has been amazing this season. I have to say that she has been.
If this is who she comes back as,
no, she came back. She came back as we not doing this with me because what you tried to do with Monique last season, you tried to do with me, ain't happening.
Child, no one would have known, girl. Just somebody give me a pen. Pop, girl, get out my face. Okay.
The same thing they did with Monique last season. They tried it with Wendy. They did. And it didn't work.
Did they? Ashley was just trying to bring in some.
Yes, it wasn't Ashley. It wasn't Ashley. The same thing happened last season. It was Giselle.
Ashley
who gave information to someone else.
She took her wide body all the way down.
She took it to Candice with her non-singing ass and gave it to Candice. Candice told it to Monique. Monique then got it and bopped her in the damn head. Now we have Wendy this season. Wendy said, "You know what? I ain't even doing it."
Are we sure? Because she TikTok and had an attitude.
We're gonna have Wendy did. The way that Wendy shaded this season was amazing. What she did, because they've never had a couples trip on this franchise ever. She said, "What we're gonna do? We're gonna have a couples trip. You bring your husband, you bring your luggage, and we're gonna have a good time." Wendy was the MVP trip. She was the.
I still don't feel like
they never had one though. They never had one though,
and we still have yet to.
No, the people who had husbands did.
They didn't do any couple things.
What?
Nothing. They did no couples things.
It doesn't matter. They still had a couples trip. They never had one.
That's a couples trip. They'll tell you how to do a couples trip. So I mean, you bringing us all down to the slave quarters, to the slave cabin, and saying, "Okay, let's have
Busy.
crabs with fine
Listen,
wine with
busy.
fine
Busy.
dining. No,
Wendy was the MVP this season. I don't care what
no,
you
she was
say.
not.
She was the MVP this season. Wendy
No,
paid them dust when she got her, when she showed them, when she revealed her body that she had done, when she did the
and that's
couple
all
trip,
she
when
had.
Giselle brought her the rumors about her husband. She
That's all she
paid it.
had. She
She
had
paid it.
nothing. She that's all she could do was pay it. She's lucky that somebody said something about her, because what would her storyline have been this year? Her trying to get the candles together?
They did it with Monique last season.
I'm just asking, what would her, if no one said anything about that, what would we have been talking about this year?
That she
Her not knowing how to put candles together?
She did what she wanted to do. She didn't know what they were gonna come with, but she wanted to get her body done. She said, "I feel good. This is how I feel. I feel amazing."
Okay, that was episode 1.
Her husband was feeling amazing about it. We saw all this last episode.
Episode 1.
So no, we saw it in the last episode as well.
Okay,
we saw the body. We saw the candles. We saw the candles. You know, she had one wick. We saw she had one wick. We saw that she
didn't
went,
do that.
went just, what?
We barely saw the candles, and she didn't even do it. Her husband did.
It doesn't matter. That's her husband.
What is her
It's her husband. It's her husband.
I'm sorry, y'all, and no disrespect to Wendy TikTok. Okay, Zen Win or whatever. She had 4 names this season. No disrespect to her.
Wendy was the MVP.
If they never brought up the blog, I'm not sure what Wendy would have talked about.
Wendy was the MVP this season.
Okay, well, I guess it was a very slow game. It was all the people was out that day.
What did Giselle bring besides her children reading her? What did she bring? What Candice brought Candice recorded a video in Giselle's garage.
She's in everybody. She was in everybody's thing. Okay.
What else did she bring?
This was going on with you, Karen. Yeah. This is what's going on with you, Ashley. Let's make a party for you and your thing.
Wait.
Take you out to dinner.
What did she bring
up with the girls?
Well, you said what did Candice do?
You asked for Giselle.
No, I said what I said. Okay, so Giselle didn't really bring nothing. You said this is what you did.
She did.
No, she didn't.
I feel like she got the girls together.
Did she?
I feel like she got the girls together, and she's taking an emotional journey.
I didn't see.
I feel like she got the girls together. Now she was with every person. Now she did sit down and eat with every person, and that's a fact, Jack. Karen, we still wait for her to do tea with a scholar. Giselle has sat down and
she will continue to wait, and Karen brought that. Karen was reading all season. I remember when asked about Karen.
It got
what did Candice bring this season besides this video that she recorded in Giselle's garage? What?
It wasn't in the garage. First of all, that wasn't a garage.
It was literally, the video was literally recorded in the garage. It was literally recorded in the garage.
But I feel like her personal story was triumphant, and I actually like to see that more. I like to see her more.
We saw Chris's children for like 2 episodes, and then they disappeared.
You said we did see Chris's children. Well, it's a pandemic. She said she wasn't having it for the whole time. So they should have disappeared.
So what do
we need to call CPS. You're not supposed to have these kids no more.
What do we get?
So we had that, and we saw her relationship issues with trying to figure out how does this manager husbander thing work. The problems with trying to be a new artist. The problems with her mother. I feel like her personal.
She never addressed the problem with her mom.
Oh, we're not gonna do that on screen. We did. And her mother was like, "Yeah, girl, Mia did it, girl."
She talked to me about it. So
I'm not sure what
her mom didn't deem her well enough to even talk to her about it. She talked to me about it. Someone she didn't even know.
That's okay.
So Candice didn't bring nothing in.
I just told you all the things that Candice did. Before we even had to name a housewife, before we even had to name another housewife, Candice had a story.
What was it?
Her personal journeys with her marriage and her music career and those ties.
So Chris had a story because it wasn't her story. That was Chris's story about not working and then working for her. It wasn't about Candice. Candice made a music video in the garage. That was it. That was all she did this season.
Okay.
She didn't bring nothing else.
Well, and she threw salad at Mia.
And she threw salad at Mia.
I feel like it was a big feat. And I personally, I am one of those people who like to see more of the personal stories than I want to see them in the friendship group, but I want to see how their personal stories play a role in the friendship group. Like they're going on, something that's going on in their personal life is now hindering or playing a role into what happens in their friendship groups. And I don't feel like this show does that a lot. So I did like her story because we got one.
We didn't see Candice getting on Masters this season, did we?
Yes, she did get her master's. Yes.
On this season, we saw it.
Yes. Yes.
I must have missed that episode. I didn't see that. I never saw. We saw the episode where she got her master's.
She's getting her master's in business administration. Well, she can't go to get her master's. It's a pandemic. She's
So
doing
we,
she's talking about how school is hard.
while we watched this journey, we
have been watching her with school, yes. And how she was juggling on the first trip, she was juggling class and she was juggling the music careers.
All I saw was her do the music. I never saw Candice.
She is going for it.
I think she mentioned talking about school one time.
She's in school.
I never saw it.
Well, you want her to be in school? I mean, that's not a fun story.
Well, I mean,
it's juggling.
My question is, what did we see her do this season?
I'm telling you, you're saying that doesn't qualify.
Well, y'all saying that she got her master's.
I'm saying she was juggling. She was a juggling wife trying to juggle a career in her future. She was going to school.
I remember more about Chris.
I'm talking.
Oh.
There would be no Chris if Candice was here because it's the Real Housewives. You keep forgetting that. So now she's trying to figure out what it means to be independent. Now she's separate from her mom. She's in her new home. She's trying to make her house a home. Also trying to juggle the marriage and her career. Trying to juggle being a new mom and going to school in the friendship group. And trying to juggle her relationships with some of the people in the group after what happened last season. And what that's going to look like, and her fears of, is she going to be able to get all of this done? And is she doing it the right way with her husband? And is this going to cause conflict? And this before Mia comes to ask who paid for what. That was what she was coming with. And to me, that's a lot. I want to see her journey. We watch Candy do a new business every season. Well, let Candice just say she was trying to do a music career. What was Mia bringing? Her to be honest, we could have let Mia alone. We need G and Mia's mom. Do the show, go. You talk about all your problems and addictions, and then G, do your thing, girl. Lick your tongue out. Why you let so good, girl? Do that. Ashley, say Michael's the best. He's so hands-on, but he's never there. Okay, we see him in the last 3 episodes. And at this point, we're not sure what you're going through, what's happening. We know he's not trying to have sex with you because we know who he's trying to have sex with. He lights up like a balloon. He lights up like a light when you say Juan Dixon. Just get on top of him and say, yes, Juan. I role play, girl. Giselle, right now, this could just be her. I'm gonna take a season like Cynthia. Girl, y'all do it now. I've done enough. Karen, I mean, we got her to say it. We got ready to say I do again.
Karen carried the whole damn show.
Did she really? Karen did? She stole your MVP's
entire season.
She stole your
between Karen, Mia, and Wendy, they carried the entire show. Everybody else.
Karen stole Wendy's idea, went down slides in Maryland, talk about his Virginia.
Actually, that's not what happened.
Took a high school podium and went in the back of the city office saying, "This is my inauguration." Like what was Karen doing? What did Karen do? She really wasn't immersed in the friendship group like that. I didn't feel like I saw Karen this season. I was just waiting for the wedding to happen. What did Karen do? I saw Skylar more, and even Skylar put some hats in some boxes. Who else? Robin. I mean, we did see Robin all the time. I felt like Robin was just here yelling at Wendy because Wendy was stop yelling, but she the MVP. Y'all like her
because Wendy was the MVP.
Y'all said her those big boobs and butt stole the show that one week kid that she couldn't put together by herself. Yes, and that's why no, come back, mama. No, take the Uber in here. Mother's leaving in the Uber. Yes, queen of the show. She did that. We all stand. Tell your mother to go. She never apologized to you. Tell your husband you don't know what you're doing. Make him do it. Yes. And then tell the people to lick your nipples in the first episode. Come on, college professor. Oh, yes. What happened to the teaching the people politics? What happened to that? What happened when you was teaching the girls politics? No chef in the kitchen. Who's making the eggs this morning? I'm not sure. I just rented this place. There's no bathroom in here. I don't know. I have no idea. Wait, there's a gym? I don't know. I just got here. Oh, yes, it's dark outside, but let's go outside. It's going to give us a nice ambiance while we eat these crabs with forks and spoons and this silverware. Girl, go home. Go home. Boring ass trip.
Is it my turn now?
We had, thank God that people argue, because if that didn't happen, who knows what the trip would have been? She had no games, nothing was going on.
Me too, Barbara. Me too, Barbara.
She was giving rooms, but she wasn't giving rooms. Then she decided to give a room. Girl, you're tired, you're bored, you're late, and we're all asleep. TikTok, okay, TikTok. I was waiting for her scenes to be over. Thank God. I'm just like her mama. I need my Uber. Every time Wendy got on the scene, I was feeling just like her mother. Let me get an Uber. I'm going. I'm not watching this. Eddie finds self having to cater to this. A mess.
Okay. Huh. That was interesting.
Child, just ridiculous. Had hosted the party, but girl, we barely saw you. Thank God Giselle came so that you could have something to talk about while you were there. Because outside of that,
whose party?
Wendy hosted that whole trip, and it was almost like this was somebody else's trip. You never would have thought that she hosted. I mean, by what we got, you could tell that she hosted it.
Mm-hmm.
But girl, where's even Monique had us out there in the pond doing puddles and stuff like that.
Are we giving Monique credit now too? Okay, go ahead.
I mean, even the Street Fighter came and said had activities. Okay, even the Street Fighter had activities. Okay, until then they didn't, and they had to do that fashion show, that pageant. But even the Street Fighter had activities. Girl, what would we have been doing had those people not been fighting? G would have been asleep over here until dinner. Until okay, everybody, it's time to go, and then we would have got there, ate the food. We had nothing to talk about because nobody argued. Then we would have got back home. Giselle would have gone to the hotel. We got back. Okay, well, what's next? We're going on the boat. Okay, we're going on the boat. Ain't nothing to talk about. Okay, no, nothing's really happening here. And then we go back home and we eat crabs outside.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, girl, a vacation for the gods. Oh yes, sins across the board.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready to go. Okay, I'm sure they had better amenities and whatever Holiday Inn that Giselle and Robin had to go to than what was going on at that house that didn't even had no breakfast.
Or Motel 6, yeah.
I'm so over her. She's the MVP. Girl, please. I hope you didn't get your deposit back for that stuff that me and
Wendy, Karen, and I will even say Candice carried this season.
Candice did not. Candice play. Candice and Mia.
Even though she didn't do nothing. She didn't really do nothing but argue with everybody who had actual storylines.
The thing is, she's such a polarizing figure that all Candice has to do is walk into the room and now it's
Is she?
If the girl says no,
it's questionable. Mia was more of a staple of this season than Candice was.
Yeah, with her lies. Well, the thing is, Candice don't need many scenes with the girls to go up and all she got to do is walk into the room and the girls are on Twitter already. Look at
and
her.
say you look like trash and your husband looks like trash, and there's nothing that you have because you just trash people, and we still don't even know what you or your husband do for money. None of us do. So
this show is part of it, and my mother got
it. Candice doesn't get that. She doesn't get that.
She could be in 3 seasons. The girls are still the
girls are still trying to figure out what is it that you actually do? What is it?
While Mia's in
your husband don't work, you don't work. What do you do? Okay, you just signed a contract. You just signed a contract, but you know this is going to be something that's going to take you even more in debt. But what is it that you do for money?
I'm in debt.
Miss Dorothy. So why cannot Miss Dorothy be a housewife?
Miss Dorothy, she lives in Atlanta. This is the Potomac Housewives.
Listen, she could come stay in that. She had a room at Candice's house. She had a room. She was living in Miss Dorothy's house the first few seasons.
Look, and Dorothy wants her daughter to succeed. She's living through her daughter.
Because Candice said, Candice is as her.
Candice is what?
Candice is as her.
What's the what?
Candice just asked me what's a celebrity this episode. You remember that when she was walking into to sign her deal? Who was the celebrity?
Oh,
between her.
Now Dorothy ain't gonna. Dorothy is gonna read it now.
But It ain't Candice. It has a. Dorothy has provided us more content than Candice has ever done.
Oh, wow.
And that's bad.
And I don't think she's been on the show that often.
Which is bad for Candice. Because all we know is Candice is a mess on Twitter.
She's still
That's
here.
all. That's all.
She's still
Candice is a bigger celebrity on Twitter than she is on Potomac.
And yet we are here talking to her on YouTube to 68 people.
I'm talking about Dorothy at this point.
And Dorothy don't care.
Because Dorothy knows who is the celebrity. She said, "No, it's just you, girl. Go ahead.
You got it, girl. Go ahead. You
have it."
She's been dragging her since she came out the womb. That's just Dorothy. That's just Dorothy. And you can tell
It's never been Candice. It's never.
The season was
good. It's a celebrity when Monique bopped her in the back of the head. That was it.
No, that lawsuit was the celebrity, and so was her pastor who told her,
"You
have been fighting since you was in that."
Why she didn't win?
That pastor was the pastor who told Monique, "You have been fighting since I met you when you was homeless, girl. Mm-hmm. You've been fighting since you was home." No, Monique's best friend, okay, was the star, the celebrity that season, okay.
Isn't that what Heavenly's pastor told her too?
Didn't even have to make a cameo, girl.
Isn't that what Heavenly's pastor told her too?
Was the star that
season. Doing the same things.
Monique was rocking, socking both robots down to the barnyard, but when Sharice
isn't that what Heavenly's pastor told her too?
Gotta go.
You want to answer that?
Gotta go. Okay.
You don't want to answer it.
I'm gonna be quiet about that. She would have
busy.
Isn't that when Sharice walked into the room?
Can you answer a question for me?
I'm ready.
Can you answer a question for me?
Nothing to say to her.
Can you answer a question for me?
You were so big and bad, hit Sharice in that shit.
Well, why didn't Candice hit her?
We're not fighting. Oh, we're talking about the big and bad people. I'm over here watching. If you touch me, I'm suing.
And did she win it?
You said what?
Did she win the lawsuit?
No, she didn't win the lawsuit, but she won
so it didn't even matter. The thing is, it's the same thing that the pastor told Monique. They told Heavenly the same thing on Marriage to Medicine.
I don't watch that show.
And Heavenly still is the star of Marriage to Medicine.
I don't watch that
show. It
show.
doesn't even really matter.
That's what I'm saying. This is when we get to the point where you start bringing up stuff, and I'm like, I'm not even sure what you're talking about. Who is
because that? You're saying something that doesn't make any sense. Heavenly and probably Monique are probably the same people, because if you want to keep messing with me, I'm gonna mess with you. Period.
Okay. Heavenly be out there fighting down to the Atlanta?
She ain't never fought nobody, but she will say your mama, and she will go after your ass for.
Oh, you know what? I heard about Dr. Heavenly and how she just, she said what she did. This who she is. She old though, right? Ain't she older?
I don't know how old Heavenly is.
She's one of those ages where she's just like, look, this is just how I talk.
Heavenly is.
And the people don't like it, but then I just say your mama and I keep her. She sounds like she's one of those people. They don't like it. And I say your mama don't like it.
What they won't do is fight her though. And she said something that should probably fought her for.
Because it's very weak to fight somebody that's.
She said something that should have fought her for. Well, but we know Mariah. We know Mariah and what's her name fight.
Oh, now we're getting into the podcast.
They still stay on the show. So fight is not. People have been fighting on Housewives shows for years. It's not that.
That's Married to Medicine.
Housewives shows, I said.
Yeah, but
people been fighting on Housewives shows for years. So
it's not a fighting show.
Fighting on Housewives is not below Housewives. They've been fighting for years.
We're not saying we're not. No one. This took a turn.
Well, because Monique, you talking about Monique like the
street fighter.
She's a street fighter, but
yes,
people have been fighting. Portia been fighting for years. There's other housewives that are not even black. Been fighting
and she was a low down fighting hooker too. Okay,
but they still
Portia and Monique are very similar.
Celebrated and they still had a good time on the show. So fighting is not below Housewives. It's not.
There is not a standard of security being. You're not in fear that you're going to be in a melee when you're filming a housewife show.
Why? They've been fighting for years.
There have been fights in some of the franchises.
Most of them.
Seasons of franchises. It's not a fight every season, every show.
Potomac only had one fight.
Maybe
they only have one
fight per show, unless you want Atlanta with
No. They've had multiple fights per show. Portia fought for 3 seasons.
That's what I said, unless you're in Atlanta. And in New Jersey, those hoes get locked up. They going to jail for hard crimes. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know if they're going for. No. I don't know
why fighting is so below for Potomac, but
because
it's not
we
below
are.
the rest of them.
So the reason why I watched Potomac and I didn't like those other shows like Love and Hip Hop or
No, this is
even
about
basketball.
this
Why
house,
I'm
this
gonna
housewife
tell you
period.
why I'm thinking this way.
This housewife
Because-
period.
Yeah. Bravo gave us was giving a different view of behind the gates.
No, they
And I
didn't.
thought I was watching rich people do charity work.
Sheree was shifting wigs. Nene was. They were
not on the first season.
It was like maybe 3 seasons in.
That's what I'm saying. But
Robin was
because that
Robin was
stuff
up
started
in
to come
Ashley's
there,
face like, girl, this. Robin walked up into Monique's
they were
face
not
with an
fighting.
umbrella. Like it was always like this.
They were not fighting.
They were fighting.
And if we're gonna use,
We watched the men fight
if we're gonna use every example from Atlanta, then we're just gonna use them.
No, I'm not saying Atlanta. I'm saying housewives. Period.
Mm-hmm.
They've been fighting. Monique was like one of the last people who fought.
Okay. I don't look to Bravo for these incidents. Now they may happen because this is a reality show.
Mm-hmm.
And you're put into extreme situations. So it could happen, but more often than not, I don't think that I'm going to Bravo to see a fight. Because that's not what it's. I'm not saying that the girls have not fought on Bravo. Hear me clearly. And on Housewives. Mm-hmm. People have done it. Yes. Fact. I don't think that is I know if I watch Love and Hip Hop and nobody grabs something or threw something, I'm like, this is a boring episode. Like, what happened? Because it's that you know what you're going there for. If Evelyn Lozada's there, Tammy Roman was there on Basketball Wives. Why did you need to bang Mika face? Like, this is you. I go to those channels for those things. I'm looking for rich people doing rich things with their rich friends and their rich families.
But these are
now some of the families, some of the people don't. Sometimes they get beside themselves.
These are all
so yes, fighting happened, but it's not the norm.
They naming people in your chat that's been fighting before Monique fought.
And I will agree with everybody in the chat. Y'all right. People have
Monique
fought.
was the one who they was like, oh, we're beneath this. We don't do this. Like it was like, y'all been doing this.
Oh, now Potomac.
Even Giselle said on the reunion, if Mia would have popped Candice, she would have understood it. So this is
she would have understood it.
Huh?
She would have been able to understand it.
She said that.
I'm saying you can understand it. Not that that's what we do. Because if
what I'm saying is the housewives do this. This is what they've been doing. They've been doing it for years.
And I don't think on the Potomac Housewives, that was not something that they were portraying. You got Karen out here. And Sharice. But most of the girls over 50. Like I don't feel like this show.
I mean, I don't think that they should be doing it, but they do it.
I'm not saying that they don't, but I don't think that.
Wait, how did we even get here? I forgot how we got here.
Because you wanted to bring up the picture of Monique, and you said that nobody else is doing anything. And Candice makes a mark. Either way, I thought that the season.
We were talking about we
got it together.
I know how we got here because I was saying who were the MVPs of this.
We heard Rob it to you.
Season. I didn't.
I'm sorry, Wendy.
I said it was Wendy was the MVP of this franchise, and she was. I mean, Wendy had all the reasons to fight. She really did, and she did.
No one
she
would have
just
known.
shaded these people where they had no way to come back at her.
She did what we do on
Wendy, I thought Wendy for her second season came back like no other. I think Mia did a great job. Of course, I think Karen did. You listed off what Candice did. I mean, I don't think we
know. Go ahead.
I know we ever seen it.
Child Chris, if you've been talking to him, girl, don't call him back, girl.
I'm glad she made the album. I'm glad she made the album. She signed the deal, but she didn't give us a lot.
Where's your album?
With mine?
Mm-hmm.
Stay tuned. It's coming up next.
We're sure. We got No Lens Records. And so I thought that the season was really good. I mean, I think that this was good for Giselle to take a break. Now, Giselle, she be bringing it, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And to be honest, it don't matter what Giselle do. The people are not going to like her anyway. It's hard just always you step on the scene, the villain. she could be crying and people like, shut up. That's why her children are dragging her. Her daddy died. Like they just gonna drag her no matter what.
Children be dragging her.
Karen, she also took a break this season. Which
no, she did not.
I felt like she did.
Karen was reading Giselle left and right this season.
Well, that was tiring because I feel like it was always after they apologized, and it was just only in the confessionals.
Y'all
got past it.
Busy, she dragged her at the damn dinner at Wendy's.
Yeah, after the second episode, then they squashed the beef, and then everything else was in her confessional.
Okay, maybe. Okay.
They never said anything negative to each other after that. It was all in her confessional.
Okay, I can see that.
And it didn't matter what was going on. Oh, I wish I had a soda like Giselle. Okay, we get it, Karen. You don't like her. We get it. Move on. She gathered the girls to come outside for the so she could do the commercial. But to be honest, she was already out there with on a trip. So she was like, well, girl, I'm gonna take a bus ride real quick. Out to had the girls come in the backyard so we could film this ambassador thing. She stole Wendy's idea. Okay, quick.
She did not steal Wendy's idea.
And added 2 wicks. Okay.
Well, they all stole Monique's idea. So,
what was Monique's idea?
The essentials, all that stuff. That's what Monique's
essential
doing.
Oils.
The oils, yes. Wendy's doing it.
Wendy's doing essential oils too. You're clicking, Wendy.
Have you not been listening to what Wendy been saying?
You're clicking. I know because
have you not been listening to what Wendy been saying?
First of all, I want Eddie to tell me what's in.
Have you not been listening to Wendy? No, Wendy has said this. Have you not been listening to it? I need to know
what the net product Eddie's working on. Eddie, what's your next project?
Andy just asked her on the reunion, "What are you wearing?" And she told him that it was her fragrance.
Oh, and how long did it take Eddie to get this done?
Okay. Maybe you ain't keeping them like you should be keeping up.
No, she couldn't even put a can together. Now I'm gonna buy essential oils. I get it from the man at the corner. $2.03.
When we go watch the reunion for this episode that's coming out for the first part.
Giselle did her thing. Karen did the thing. I felt like Mia. I think Mia made I don't like the fact that she had to run her mother down, but I love that she was a great addition because she is vibrant. She's full of life. I love her personality.
I love Mia.
I don't like that she had to bring her mama. It's her story, but I don't like that her mom had to go through all of this, and she didn't even have a good ending. She brought her in on a low note, said she was a drug addict, arrested, all this stuff, and then dropped her like a bad habit when she couldn't feed the children. I don't like the way she did her mother at all. And if your mother relapses, girl, don't come looking for Candice because the way you treated your mom, you brought her on the show, you brought her out to eat, gave her some ice cream, and then you told her, go home. And then your husband said she's not allowed back in the house ever again. And you said, okay. But you so concerned. You so concerned, girl. You treated your mom bad. You was better off you could have just kept doing your whole lying thing every episode. It would have been better. We would have been better with that. Okay. Ashley could have been a friend of. She could have been a friend of. The only thing she did was come for a couple of scenes. She really didn't do anything. No. Her scenes were irrelevant because we didn't see her marriage. So
we did see it in the group setting.
I don't remember her marriage with her by herself.
We talked about it. You and me pull up the baby. Like we saw a lot of Ashley this season. Just not
she would be with her children. I don't remember her marriage.
We saw with the nanny. We saw when she didn't want to talk to the baby ran away from Karen. We saw when Giselle went over there.
With Giselle.
We saw a lot of Ashley this season.
I said her marriage.
Her marriage. But when Michael walked in, when the baby ran in, we saw that. We saw her trying to I guess get sexual with him.
Throw up.
No. But we saw that. We saw a lot of Michael and Ashley this season.
Now you're not. If you feel like Candice gave nothing but Ashley gave, now you're
busy.
Now you're just being
biased. The only thing we saw from Candice was her talking trash about everybody. That was it.
Ashley.
We didn't see none of her personal stuff.
There was something about a blog. Then she got a breast milk left. Then she brought her breast milk.
We never saw nothing from Candice besides her talking to other people and her making this video. That's it. That's all.
I can't.
That's all we saw.
It's the colorism.
Oh, and that Chris, we saw more of Chris, like in their personal relationship than we've seen of Candice.
I don't think we ever seen any scenes with just Chris if Candice was not around.
Most of the stuff that we saw with Candice was Chris was drinking too much, and Mama Dorothy thought that wasn't good.
Yes, because I'm with my husband, where I have to keep telling everybody, "Oh, he's out. He's busy with the kids. Oh, he's so hands-on."
We saw Chris trying to make up with Ashley and
trying
Chris,
to mend those relationships.
Or Michael. We saw them actually. Hopefully, that's what they did on the last episode. But other than that, the only thing we saw
Michael the first
Candice
time at the end.
Candice saying that Ashley was wide-bodied. She made fun of. She made fun of her. That was it. We
Mia saw Chris for the first time, and she's in strip clubs. Mia saw Michael for the first time at the wedding, and she's an ex-stripper. He was not around. The man was not around. He's the husband and never was. I'm sorry.
She didn't see Juan either.
She wasn't surprised when she did, though.
She didn't see either one.
It was almost like, wow.
This last episode was probably the best one.
He does exist. So if you thought Ashley brought it, then the bar is really low.
I wasn't saying that Ashley brought it. I was saying that we didn't really see a lot from Candice at all this season. Besides her being rude to everybody.
Ashley's recycled storyline from last season, because she did the same thing last season and we thought it was disgusting. She did everything the same like last season.
She had another baby. So it was not recycled. It was with a new baby.
You ain't learned nothing? They said by the second baby, you got the tips and tricks.
We saw Ashley go
through.
We saw Ashley a new baby this season. It wasn't the same baby, so it was not the recycle. It was a new baby.
She recycled this storyline all over again. She said, "Baby number 2, don't do it."
It's still a new baby. It's still a new baby.
Breast milk, maybe postpartum, not postpartum. Even that therapist was like, "So."
But then we see Candice doing music last season. Then we see Candice music last season.
No.
Yes, we did with that damn song.
He remixed her wedding song to her husband.
That was last season, Busy.
That man remixed it.
Okay, so now we're like watching her make music again. Ash got a new baby. She got a new song. What's the difference?
She wasn't an artist when she made the song for her husband. She made the song for her husband, and that man remixed it.
You're making excuses for Candice.
No, I'm not making excuses. That's what the fact was.
They had the same exact story that they had last season for each other. Candice had a new song. Ash had a new baby. That's it.
Candice didn't have a new song. Somebody remixed and said he could possibly work with her.
But she still had. That's her storyline was last season. What besides Monique popping her in the head?
That wasn't her storyline. Okay. Her storyline was her trying to not be the same Candice. That's what she kept.
No, actually, you're right.
Disengaging.
Last season was her getting popped in the head by Monique. That was
she was going through therapy. She was going through traumatic. Yes, I'm wrong. She got beat up. Yes,
I'm wrong. I'm sorry.
The girls don't like to get hit. Ask Ashley. She's still crying about a knife that was thrown. And it didn't even hit her. Okay, imagine being hit. But Ashley light skin. We're gonna let it go. And who else? I felt like Robin just cements it in a way that makes it real. Okay. I could take or leave her. I want her to still be here because I'm not sure if she got the coin enough yet where I feel comfortable letting her go. I just need her to get one more season in, and then I'm like, you know what? She got her house back. She got all of those things back. When we first met her, Robin was styling and profiling, and she had meetings and she was booked and busy. After that, she was doing things in her mother's in the back of her mother's fraternity store.
Oh, they want you to do a recap without me. That's the first time I ever saw that.
The negativity. Attack them, guys! Go!
I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it.
No, it's okay. But I felt like overall the season was really good. I feel like I just needed a little bit more. But it does make sense that it would end with the wedding. But this was not it. It wasn't the bang that I was looking for. Okay, I wanted a little bit more. Did Michael end the night saying he wanted to suck somebody else's? Like I don't think this was the finale that they were hoping that it would be. It just it left me like, okay, I can't wait to the next episode. It didn't really culminate anything for me. I don't know if anybody else felt like they were wanting more. This episode felt like a filler getting to the last episode.
Well, I saw Richie saying that he feel like the last 2 episodes was like a new season, which may be good for Robin.
You feel like it was a new? I didn't feel like it was a new season.
Well, he was saying that because of the last few episodes. It does feel like a new season because like we're learning new stuff that we didn't know. So like even with this, because
What's new?
so with Robin and Juan, like I feel like he's talking more about this baby thing. With Giselle, we're learning she's dating. I feel like with Ashley and Michael, like they're moving past the we can't have sex thing. Candice signs a new record deal. Like there's new stuff going on.
But all of these things were progressively.
Karen and Ray got remarried. Like it just seems like a new season. So I understand why he was saying it.
But all of this stuff progressively happened.
Right. But I feel like,
it wasn't new.
It could have been a start. No, it could be a start of a new season though. Like, we got remarried. I have a record deal. We're about to start doing this baby making process. Even when
that's the new.
I think a lot of it is because we watched the after show too.
Yeah, because I feel like this was still in the lines in between their storylines. Mm-hmm. Ashley ain't getting no peen from Michael. Finally, she gets some peen from Michael if Juan gives him some peen. And they got 2 babies. Michael's hands on. Okay, boom. Start to finish. That's been her story. Giselle, she don't got no man. She ain't had no man. She's doing her family. She's focusing on that and trying to open up more. She been dating, but she says she's not telling y'all no more because y'all keep letting her lose her man or bringing old hoes in. So this time it's nobody's business until I say it's somebody's business. Mm-hmm. And I feel like Giselle not gonna date nobody anyway. She like her own company.
She's not. We're never gonna get that from Giselle.
Now we're ending it there. Boom. We started off a frigid bitch. We ended a frigid bitch. Boom. We're good. Wendy, she started off new. She's trying to take over this new. She's being the woman she's always wanted to be. She is the season out where her mama saying, "Girl, you doing too much." And she got new booze and wanted to make candles, and boom, we ended the season with her making some candles. So that's the end of the season. Candice started the season trying to struggle to figure out if she's going to be able to get a record deal. She's doing her own solo EP. Is this going to make it to a solid deal? And juggling her relationship and communication and her friendship and frictions.
We watched all of that. We're at the Grammys too.
You saw what?
You said we're at the Grammys on Twitter?
No, what's on the Grammy? Why?
She was asking them, can she win a Grammy?
Well, I mean, you got to put it out there. That's how you get one. You saw Beyonce when she was giving everybody gifts. That's how you get a Grammy. Okay, you tell the people, "I love you so much. You've always been my favorite. Vote for me." And her storyline ended. Karen, she said she was going to get married. She got married. Mia, she said, "My mama's a drug addict relationship, and we've always had a tumultuous relationship." We saw that. And then at the end, she said, "My mama is a drug addict relationship, and we're not going to be able to get it right." Boom, that's the end of her story.
Did you see the ending thing with Candice and Chris and the mom?
Oh, no, I didn't know. What happened?
So it said that Chris and the mom don't talk anymore.
I'm sure.
And I think we've been talking about this for the entire season.
Oh man, I don't know their marriage, but the mother.
I was saying like how it looks like it doesn't look good for him and her.
I don't think it doesn't look good for him or her. Mother Dorothy oversteps her boundaries, and someone is going to have to put the foot down. They got been what Candice to cuss her mama out, but girl, pump your brakes. What Chris could do is say, "You know what? I'm just not going to be in speaking terms with her."
You think that's the best thing for them?
She's not gonna cut her mama. She's not gonna cut her daughter off.
I don't think that she should do that. But I'm just saying, like, as them being married, is that a?
Sometimes you go through spats where we're not on speaking terms right now until we fix whatever it is. Mm-hmm. And they have not fixed it. What show was I watching where they had? Remember Chris and he was talking to his own mother because she called Monique. What did you call Monique? Didn't I get that half a straight?
Yeah.
Sometimes, girl, we're not gonna be communicating because what you're not gonna do.
And they hadn't talked when they had left the show.
And he said, "I'm not talking to my own mama, okay, because of you." So sometimes that's just gonna happen. This is my new life.
Didn't say that Candice was on her mind. It said that Chris and her don't have a relationship anymore.
Yeah, and that's
So
your
is that-
relationship with your mother, but I don't have to be involved in that.
Before, okay.
She don't like me anyway. She don't got too many kind things to say anyway, so I'm sure she's happy.
I was asking a different question, but go ahead.
I think this is the best move for him, for his sanity. Because what you want to be, if you don't have to be around Dorothy, you know how she's going to act, what you want to be.
But he does have to be around her, though.
You don't.
You don't think he has to be around? Candice is around her mom all the time. So
she doesn't. She visits. She does not live there.
Present.
And maybe she's not coming by as often.
She has a room in the house.
Now Candice been going to Atlanta a lot. Maybe that's what the arrangement is now.
Okay.
What are your thoughts, truthfully, on Michael and why he pays him top dollar to see that peen? Michael gives top dollar to see that peen. And Juan says, you can get whatever you want, okay? And Robin says, okay, I'm going to Uber home now. Now, I think that he's just, something about it is very strange. I mean, you can have a male friend. Michael doesn't talk like he wants to be your friend. He talks like he wants to do something to you that you need to call the police or that you call the hotline for. That's how he talks to you. I feel like, and Juan, y'all, somebody got to pay the bills, okay? Robin doing it, somebody got to pay Juan's bills. So this is how he get his money. And that's why he don't be having no problems with Robin, because you know, you be letting me have him on the weekends, girl. Oh, I've always loved you. Where's Juan? And that's what Robin be like, girl, it's 3 weekends this month. Stop being greedy. You ever notice she always say that to him? Don't be greedy. Girl, you had all last weekend. We just did a girls trip so y'all can have y'all weekend together. Okay, we just got back. You even made Ashley bring the baby.
I just think Juan and Robin is a part of the community.
I don't think Robin is.
That's my take on it.
I wanted more. I hate Chris, but still, I want to see him and Michael fist fight like a celebrity boxer kind of way. I want to see. First of all, that's elderly abuse. Okay, and I don't know if they have commercial rights to bring the Lord of the Rings characters out here for boxing. Michael is all the way wrong, and I can't deal with it. And for him to put his wrinkly peen in the Ashley and her saying, "Oh, it's the love of my life," and I need him and Ashley to go. He is the white Peter Thomas.
Yes. Okay.
With a lot more money.
I agree with that.
It's white Peter Thomas with the money. Okay. He had everybody business. Oh, why are you guys moving? What's going on with Juan over there? Just didn't your husband say he had everybody business?
Well, is he really? Because bar one, he can't even keep it up, and then they had that restaurant to keep it up.
With money.
Huh?
Well, maybe he's the same because they couldn't keep that kangaroo meat down.
That's what I was saying.
Trying to sell ostrich out here to the girls, and nobody wanted that. Okay, no one wanted anything for that. I thought you said we was going to Outback. What's this, girl? And then they're singing at this. Why they singing? I thought you said we was going to Australia cuisine. Why? What is these? Nobody wanted no koala bears and stuff like that, and it was shut down. Yeah. Shut down this business, and this marriage is over, girl.
He still shut it down.
Sure did. Okay, while you begging for clauses in your post-nuptial and getting your mama kicked out her place, he was
like, put this baby in me now, or we're gonna be done now. And then he put the babies in there.
He said, I'll put a baby in you. The baby have a home, but your mother will not. Tell her she gotta go 50 days.
Now so you didn't watch the whole episode then?
I didn't feel like it was a finale.
So at the end of it, they said that she's trying to work a baby number 3.
Ashley, this is getting pathetic at this point. This is getting not like this. Really seriously, if he doesn't get a vasectomy, he needs to quietly get a vasectomy. What are you trying to prove, Ashley? Because one, we don't want to see it. I don't know about y'all in the comments. Y'all can put it in the comments. Ashley, if you come back here with baby number 3, you can stay at home.
Let me ask you this too. Why did you think Giselle hit her face when she said she was dating somebody? When we know we can still hear her on the cameras.
Because she has to be here. And I do think that Giselle is dating for Giselle is always, it's like with Kenya Moore. She could bring somebody real, but because of Walter, everybody fake. So it's always going to be hard for her to have a real relationship. And then the last time she did have a real relationship, y'all brought up that he was creeping in the park at the dark. And he wasn't even trying to be on the show. He was in the background saying, hey, just keep going. And now his whole business about him buying prostitutes is online because they want to talk about it with his ex-wife. So I think she's being more cautious this time.
Well, I mean, they said on the end of this, because I guess you didn't see this either, but they're not dating anymore. Whoever she was telling Juan she was dating.
And that's fine. I mean, that's how dating goes. You don't always stick with the same person.
You know that.
You don't be dating, so you wouldn't know. But
I do be dating
someone, you like them, and then some you don't, and then you go to the next person. Unless you're Giselle, people say when you're Giselle, you can't keep a man. But I don't.
That's why she said it on the show, like
because maybe they were dating at the time. She was hopeful.
She was like, "We're dating," but I'm like, "Girl, we can still hear you though."
Yeah, girl, because y'all said I got to keep this mic on. I'm not like Juan.
So then why let's say I'm dating? Not I'm dating. Like we can still hear you.
Because y'all don't like to see the lady happy. She probably was smiling and she got hiding.
I would love to see Giselle happy, honestly.
Please.
It might give me a little bit of hope.
So no more kids for Ashley. Who else? What else? We talked about her not dating. Candice, what was her ending? Oh, they're not talking. What was Karen's? Did her daughter pass the kidney? So is she okay?
They didn't mention that.
Oh, now you done told the whole world the girl is going through urinary problems, and now you don't even let us know an update.
I don't think that had happened.
Somebody tweet Raven to see if she passed it and how did it go through swiftly. Did she have to get surgery? How big was it?
Oh, what they said about Karen was that the Candice was in Bloomingdale. That's what it was.
Oh, so nothing new here, girl.
Well, that is new. Her Candice are in Bloomingdale. That's new.
Britney Spears got a counter.
Wendy is not just stuck to one wick candles.
You know what? I was perusing through the Ross the other day, and I was like, "Is this one of the no?" But it looked just like it. So, who else's story? What was Mia's final thing? She's a Balls Beach talking about other people's businesses that she took from her boyfriend, her husband.
I forgot what Mia's was.
She don't even really be a mom. That's the real gag. Okay, she's so focused on the business that I really didn't even see her be the mother. They did one little picnic where she dressed those kids up so awkwardly. The little girl fell down. Mia did everything but parent. Okay,
how she fell down?
Everything but parent, girl. Everything but parent. Put those kids in those awkward things. Took them out for ice cream once so she could drag her mother down. She did everything but parent.
Let's see. Well, I don't remember what hers was.
She opened up a new business. Her mother aren't speaking. She's got locked up again.
This is so let's go back.
Mia is building a house. Is she really?
Yes, they were. That's what it was. Did
they drive her new car up to the wedding? Can we at least see the car that y'all put that man on the phone for?
They didn't show that.
And where is she building this house? Why she need a house now? Now she want a house, girl. I thought you was one of those classy new age girls. Your lips say your lips and your cheekbones say it, but now you want a house, girl. You want a house now? Okay, I guess.
Who else did we miss?
I think that's everybody. It was a good season. It wasn't a good season finale. I'm excited about the reunion only because I just want to see.
All right, Giselle's no longer dating her mystery man. Instead, had a hot girl summer. She's practicing being more emotionally available, but much like Hotel Giselle, it's a working process.
And that's why I was a hot girl summer. They don't have no air conditioner. It's coming, girl.
Candice has released her full-length album, Deep Space, to great success. Chris is still acting as her husbander, despite Dorothy's concerns. Chris and his mother-in-law now barely speak.
Girl, because the album is out in here, and you're still concerned. At some point, you gotta let your daughter just be in her marriage.
Wait,
but next one,
shit. Oh shoot, not shit.
Even Karen told her that, girl, she's married now.
Okay. The Hugers are in a newly pause it. Why does it let me pause the shit? It keeps on.
Can you read?
No, it keeps on going. I'm trying to pause it. Wait.
You gotta push the button. It's 2 lines. Push that.
Okay, we're about to do Robin. All right, Robin and Juan have moved into the new home where there's
Beautiful home.
enough room for another baby Dixon. The couple has still not set a wedding date, but Michael has
But Michael has
Michael
what?
has several leads on bachelor party venues. Let's take it back.
We trust me, you don't even need a wedding for him to have a bachelor party with him. It's just disgusting.
All right.
What's Wendy going through?
Wendy is still loving Happy in this. Wendy is still loving Happy in this. All of her tweets. She is currently working on a memoir and preparing for the release of her candles, which she will not be limiting to one wick. And
so by this time the candles wasn't even released yet. And her mother just said on national television, girl, you don't know what you're talking about. That is not how you grew up. But she about to do a memoir. Girl, we can't believe it. Your mama said you telling a lie. Girl.
All right, Mia and her mother continue to work on their relationship. Gordon and Mia are currently building a new home and plan to have a suite for mom. The budget is not low.
Well, wouldn't it have been nice for the lady to have been treated nice for one episode? That's some BS. That y'all dragged that lady up and down Potomac, okay? Up and down. And the last time y'all dragged her, we didn't even get a chance to see her. You just said G and Mia drag her. Oh yeah, she's so dumb. Yeah, she couldn't, and she just kept calling. Why don't you know? Y'all dragged that lady up. And now you're going to say it's a happily ever after? It's a no for me. Now, you need to either bring your mother to this reunion and say, we love you, we're working on things. Y'all need to really give me a closeout of the scene that shows me that you're not going to torture that lady and put her in the back room. Because that's what it seemed like right now. He said that she's not coming back over, and she said agreed, and now they're building a house, and she's going to have a suite.
All right, so Ashley is thriving in her motherhood. She is still not.
And what about the codependent daughter? Y'all just gonna leave her out to the side? Mia is trash. Y'all gonna take the codependent mom from the codependent sister?
Why would she bring her? That she wasn't a part of the show.
We would have, because she only brought her to drag. This is
listen. So Ashley is still thriving her mommyhood. She is still not keen on Michael's movie making dreams. She prefer he focus less on producing and more on reproducing. She was the third baby.
To have him swimming inside of you trying to get to an egg, like it just. I mean, to be honest, Cha-Ching is, she is cashing those checks every time. Push, okay, girl. You are cashing the check, okay? That is a good bag, okay? These little white boys too, they can carry the name. What had this hotel? That hotel too, okay?
Who do we miss?
I cannot with her doing this anymore. Okay, either this becomes her thing, where now we're done watching her learn how to be a mother, and she's giving us mommy books. She's giving us merchandise. Do something with it outside of just us seeing you make. Now we don't see you do a lot of breast pumping. Make your own. What feels the most? What do you wish you had in the breast pump, girl? Because if we have to see it again, make it be the Darby breast pump.
All right, the Hugers
easy to conceal. You could go on have a cocktail with it. I don't want to see this anymore. I'm tired of seeing her and her babies grow up. They have no personality and they don't like black people. They cry every time a black person walks into the scene. So she's not even bringing them around black people. We don't get a personality of baby. If we had baby E, and then we had to go straight to the second baby, and then he kept bringing that baby around everywhere else. He's so hands-on with that one as he's trying to make movies, whatever that means. And she's
I feel like we're trying to make more.
She's lactating all over the place. I need something else.
Do you think he wanted like an OnlyFans?
I think that he wants to go into the adult industry, peeking into people's hotel rooms. That's just how I feel. Or the gym locker rooms. He's gonna just put those out.
It says the Hugers are in new-leave. Did we already read the Hugers already?
Nope, you tried to, but you couldn't pause it.
The Hugers are in newlywed phase following their vows renewal ceremony. Karen continues to take her ambassador role very seriously and has since filmed another Surrey County tourism video.
In its actual location.
Yes. We saw.
Okay.
We know that.
No, we have to make it very clear because her filming things don't mean that it's where it's supposed to be. And
Was
they
that the
ain't no
last one?
newlyweds. Yes, they're no newlyweds, girl. He can't wait for you to go film another thing. What do you have to do as ambassador? A quick YouTube video? Ain't nobody going to that website to see what's going on in Surrey County. It's not being shown on TV because y'all don't got the budget. Okay?
Oh wait, and it also says that Juan is on his way to Atlanta to go see me, and that was the last one. Go ahead.
And I always thought you couldn't read, and you have just proven it to be true. Y'all heard it here first. He hooked on phonics that last one. It's all right, sweetie. You can just turn it off. Those are just probably other people's names. It probably will say truly original. It's okay, sweetie. That's what it said. It said truly original. Oh. He saw, he thought, Debonair. Okay, that's my name. Oh, Juan's coming to see me. That's how
you heard him say that. You heard him say so. You said Debonair in the show today.
He's already busy in Michael's mouth. Sorry.
Did you hear?
You don't have the coin.
Did you hear them say Debonair on the show yesterday?
You don't have the coin
because they did say my name.
Michael for you.
They said my name yesterday. Actually, it was Eddie who said it, but they said I was there.
Unfortunately, it's an adjective. So.
I mean, you say however you want to feel, but I was there. So
I heard the people just call you Deb, though. So
they call me what?
Deb. So we're out of here. We're not going to be doing the reunion.
We're not.
We were supposed to be. I thought this was the end of our contract.
We didn't talk about this.
I know.
You want to do the reunion?
What? Gotta go.
All right.
Y'all, I be needing.
Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
I be needing cocktails after this.
We didn't even. It was a good show.
Child, until you started talking about Monique, and then you got into Dr. Heavily.
I was comparing that because it was the same.
Let's not go. We don't need to go down, please.
You got there. I didn't get there.
Okay, we sure.
We're not doing a reunion together.
We can do the reunion together.
I feel like you're
struggling. So next episode, you said what?
I feel like you're struggling to say that.
I was. Oh, look, you're reading me well. Oh, we're getting to know. We're familiar with each other. So next week is on your channel. The reunions are very hard because sometimes I don't think people understand that we're recapping the show like people have done this whole time. So that's what they're about to now do. They're about to now go back to their old experiences. Not that they haven't changed or they're new, because they are, but they have to now relive those things and talk about it as if they were there or talking about it again. And some people don't understand that just because Candice was like that in that scene don't mean it, because this is filmed 6-8 months later sometimes. Girl, I don't do that no more. My record contract said I can't. Okay, that's why Chris is now doing it on the internet. Okay, and now I'm just doing Instagram lives because I haven't heard her cussing out the people this season. She has been responding to Mia, but Mia's been just dragging everybody. But have you heard of her?
But Candice
being reckless on Twitter.
Candice actually said that before the whole show started. She said that Mia had what was her word? She said Mia hazed them for they could haze her. So we already knew this before it even started. Unless
yeah, but I didn't ask you that. So, but thank you for that. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. I asked you that. I asked you, have you seen Candice being reckless this season on Twitter?
With Mia, yeah.
And that's their back and forth, which I feel like they were doing on purpose.
It wasn't as bad as Candice was though, like before.
Yeah, so she's changed, but people are not giving her an allowance to change.
But we also saw the people on the record saying, "Girl, you can't do this."
Yeah, they don't like how she acted, and now we haven't heard of her
And
acting a
Chris
fool
said,
on the internet.
"Girl, you ain't good on social media." And they show
We all saw that, and now we're seeing that she hasn't done any of those things. That she probably signed that record.
I want to go back. I want to go back and look at it because I'm not really sure.
When was Karen's wedding?
I don't follow Candice. I don't follow Candice. So
Karen's wedding was in the fall. No, like early summer, right? Early summer.
I don't
spring?
know when. I don't know when their stuff happened.
It had to be like Marches. So that means that she signed her March-ish. Okay. So that means that Candice signed her contract by that time.
Mm-hmm.
We have not seen her acting the fool on social media since then.
But we've seen her act the fool before, so that's all.
Before, so what does change mean? Because if we're not seeing it now, why are we not giving her the allowance?
Since you can't do it because you have an album out now, we're supposed to like you on social media because you can't do it now. But we know who you are before this. So okay, that's fine. Like you're changing, but we know who you really are, like on social media though.
So okay, Michael Darby. So what you're saying is there's no soup for you, no grace. I don't care if you do start changing.
It's not about no grace because if the record label didn't tell,
what I'm hearing is there's there's nothing she can do that's going to change.
If the record label didn't tell her that, she would be the same person on social media.
Well, and maybe or maybe not. She got this
contract. No, we know she would. She's been doing it every year. She's done it every year. He's been telling her he
doesn't like her on social media, and she's still acts a fool.
Busy. She's done it every year since she's been on the show. Even when Andy told her she was a disaster on social media, she still was a disaster.
She said thank you.
And she was a disaster still after that.
So maybe she has
because the record label told her that, then she changed it. But
maybe
she really wants to be on social media, she's not because the record label won't support her.
So how do you think you would see if she's changed? Because right now it's all the contracts.
I think that the record label shouldn't have to tell her not to change and not to do that. She should do it on her own. Because honestly, I think that when she comes back onto Potomac next season, it's going to be different because of the record label. It's not because that's who she really is.
I don't think so.
Okay, well, we're going to see.
I don't think so. Well, they know how she acts.
I think honestly, on the reunion, we're going to see a different Candice.
I think we're going to see the same one.
We'll see.
Because they're looking for Candice the artist, which is different than Candice the reality star. So those are two different people.
But Candice the reality star has to coincide with the actual artist because they just told her that on the show, Busy.
No. Well, one, you can't be doing that anymore because now we're publicizing your album. So we got this now as your album, but you can still act your way you want to act on your show.
Mm-hmm.
Do your thing on your show.
Is that what they told her?
Do your thing on your show, but you can't do the Twitter.
Is that what they told her?
I mean, I wasn't in the room, but all I heard was social media.
Because she has to be like what me and you do. Like when we are on different sides of the fence with Candice, she can have that as a music artist because financially for the label, it don't work. Because like you listen to her album, I don't want to listen to it. I don't.
Yeah, and that's a lot of people though. You listen to Faith
because of who she is.
I wouldn't play that trash in my house once.
Because who she is on social media and on the show. I mean, I did like Drive Back. I did. But I only heard it because it was on the show. It never drove me to go let me go listen to Candice's album though.
Well,
so it cost them money. And as a person,
was prior to them hiring her, giving her a deal.
So this is something that I do actually know facts of. As a person who has been around someone who's been in the music industry, all this stuff matters. So if I'm saying that I want to listen to it, there's other people who feel like that way. She could say the same stuff she said before. No, she could say the same shit before, but they signed her knowing who she is, so it didn't bother them. Mm-hmm.
They signed her with her personality already what it was.
Okay.
All they needed to do was help.
So then why she put her in the Grammys?
Because I want to get a Grammy.
If your music is good, why would you have to Twitter them and ask them that?
It don't work like that.
Cardi B was on social media and she didn't do that. And she won her Grammy.
Her record label tried to pay homeless people to stream her album. It don't work like that.
Okay.
It's since you in the know.
Well, I am, but since you know more than me, say go ahead.
You know what I do, and I am a proud
Clearly, you know more than I know.
Of Grammy U, Washington D.C. district. Y'all can look it up. And that's a fact, Jack. That because I was gonna go into entertainment law, but then I decided not to. But I was gonna do music. But
well, my uncle was with Luther Vandross through his whole career, so I know a lot about the music industry.
Okay, but you're not your uncle, and I don't see him.
But I know how this works.
I don't see Luther or your uncle around here.
You know he has Grammys, and he didn't have to Twitter them to ask for one.
So Twitter wasn't around. He was.
I mean, he didn't have. He never had to call them and ask for one. He didn't
We're
have
not
to.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm sure.
You have to lobby the Grammys. You don't just get one.
Yeah, you do, but people have to actually like you as a person.
You think that the Grammys just say
people have to like you as an individual, and Candice has have people that are on two different sides because of how Candice acts on this show.
Beck won over Beyonce. Busy. Beck has won over Beyonce. You don't have to just be likable. Beck.
There's two different reasons why that's happened. And you know why.
I think you're misinformed.
No, I'm not misinformed. I know how this works. I know how I know for a fact how this works.
Well, then I'm gonna be quiet. I don't do that work anymore. So I'm not sure what the new things are, but
there's no new thing.
How to get accepted or nominated or move into the Grammys, you have to start by you are campaigning
with your fans so that they can support you and they can purchase your music and they can support you.
You have to be a part of the Grammy Association.
Because now you have iTunes, you have Spotify, you have all these streaming services because they're not buying albums anymore, but people have to like your music. But they have to also like you as a person. They have to like you as a person to actually listen to it.
Yeah, but that's the Billboard Awards. The Grammy doesn't go off of that. You have to be a part of the Academy. Okay. And then those people decide. You have to lobby to your fans. Okay. Nobody can buy your album and you can get a Grammy, because that's not how the Grammys work. It's not a popularity contest. Everybody can be like, whose album was who is this girl? No one could know who this person is, but the musicality was so great that that somebody nominated, and then everybody in the Academy decided, you know what, I'm gonna vote for this, and now you win, and here we are, we're back.
In a certain way, I understand what you're saying, but in a certain way, that's true.
Everything, but I'm right.
No, you're right what you're saying, but in a certain stance. But that what you're saying is not all the way true.
Okay. Well, here and there. But I think they're going to be fine with who she is as a person because that's who they hired. They hired Candice already as a personality. Mm-hmm. It's like getting Tamar and then feeling like, okay, well, you can't beat Tamar. This, you know, who she is when she walked into the room.
She still hasn't won one, so.
And she, Nicki Minaj has done other feats, and she's lobbying to other people.
And that's what I was saying. That's what I was actually saying.
But her movement in the Grammys was not the thing, girl. You try to go over that one pop thing.
And if Candice don't fix her shit, it won't be either. That's fact.
She could. At least she could be nominated. I think she could at least nominated.
Maybe the next album, but right now she has to fix her image.
And I don't think they look at it like that. Tamar got nominated for a Grammy.
I know that they do.
Tamar got nominated for a Grammy.
Toni Braxton is her sister.
And people can't stand how she acts.
Miss Dorothy cannot get Candice a Grammy.
Chris Brown got nominated for a Grammy.
Chris Brown deserved it. He worked for it.
He's beating women and using people hostage.
He won it before that happened, though.
It's a no for me. Oh, look at how the power's going out. Thank God.
I'm telling you how it works.
I know. We could tell.
And that's why the people that I'm telling you about have one.
Okay, well, you said it best. Y'all heard it here first. DJ No Lens. He's going to be doing his next video is how to get a Grammy.
I'm not doing no video on how to get a Grammy. I mean,
first of all, his uncle knows someone who knows Luther Vandross before he died. So and actually saw the Grammy.
My uncle. Just go ahead. Go ahead, man.
No, go ahead, tell him.
Go ahead.
The girls just want to drag Candice. I'm praying for you.
I'm not dragging Candice when it comes to this because
I can't even give her my prayers without you cutting in and saying stop.
No, I'm not trying to drag her, but I'm just saying like she does have to change her image though.
And you got to change your image.
That's what they was. That's what they had that conversation with her.
You got to change your image too. We can have a conversation after this.
I'm not getting a Grammy. I don't want a Grammy.
Oh well, that's the fact. We know. Ain't no awards coming this way soon. Okay, we have to have.
Do they give out Grammy for YouTubers?
They do have a YouTube. They have the YouTube social media awards.
Do they? I didn't know that.
Yeah, you won't be getting one, so.
Oh, I know I won't be.
Yeah, girl. You talking about cleaning up, though? Okay, girl. There's a lot of stuff to clean up.
You've been on for like 5 years, right?
Barely. The girls can barely get a video out of me. Only with you, because I'm like, oh, he gonna be bad.
Did you get nominated for one?
If they did, somebody wasn't watching. Somebody snuck my name in there.
I would have voted for you.
There, it would be pig's blood. I barely do a video.
I would have voted for you.
I know YouTube be mad every month. They're like, oh, we gotta give him this little check. Yes, girl, I get running by coins. I make just enough to get by and tell the girls I didn't leave y'all, but not enough to make sure I can still do my job.
See,
YouTube don't be paying me.
Even the people in your chat, I mean, they are like they understand that they have to like her.
It's pay to play. The Grammys don't like Nicki Minaj. She never won once. Chris Brown won prior to. I'm sure he could still perform. Candice drags herself. That's true. And you gotta love somebody who can laugh at themselves. Can't take yourself too seriously.
Candice doesn't laugh at herself though.
Candice can't be that reckless anymore. And I think that she is going to try not to be. We got to make sure we remove Ashley and her terrorist husband.
No, she needs to remove her trash mouth.
You know what? I don't think she doesn't get like that with everybody except for Ashley. It
doesn't matter. She has to remove her trash mouth.
Ashley's the comment. Everybody has had an issue
with Ashley. Will stop her from getting a Grammy? Does she have that much power over her?
Oh, no. I don't think Ashley's going to stop her from doing anything. She's too busy having babies.
If she can't start trashing Ashley on social media, she's never going to get one.
She hasn't said anything about Ashley this season.
Barely.
Well, there's nothing to talk about.
I mean, she said something about her on the show.
She, in the beginning, she said, you about your wide body ass.
She mom shamed her.
Yep,
there's mothers out there who don't think that's okay. Even the people that on the show didn't think it was okay. Candice has to watch her mouth.
So does Ashley. And watch her husband's mouth.
Ashley's not trying to win a Grammy. She didn't write the Grammys on Twitter.
And this way, y'all see this woman, this is the colorism, y'all. Look and see. And I'm going to give them because the problem is Candice got to do so much to get ahead. Oh, but she's trying to get it right. But look at this. All Ashley is doing is trying to get that peen hard enough to get a little bit more sperm up inside of her so she could get one more Michael Dobbins thing. And that's okay. Okay? Candice is coming from a lineage, well, somewhat, of doctors who she's been able to survive. I want my kids to have that type of life. Not having to slut yourself out to an Australian who wants men, because that's what Ashley's doing. They may kick me out my house one day. Y'all want Ashley, because Ashley couldn't get a singing career. She tried, remember that love song her and her brother wrote for her husband, Coffee and Tila, and they had to perform that at the gay pride parade. She had backup dancers. This love song her and her brother wrote and performed for her husband. Girl, get out of here. Y'all give Ashley the littlest grace. It's her and her big forehead and her breast, the milk. I have done worse. She has literally fought with every person on that stage. She was in Robin's business, Giselle's business. She fought with Robin. She fought with Giselle. Karen even got on her face. Okay, was that in Washington Post? No, it was not. She said Monique was driving into a ditch. And that's what she got with Katie, Sharice. But we seem to forget everything that Ashley done because she done popped the child out of her vajayjay and ate the placenta in pill form. She is not above reproach. And when she's not doing something reckless, her husband's out here grabbing somebody's private parts. I don't understand how y'all just allow this to go on. But then you say, well, Candice needs to calm down. While we have these two procreating and roaming the streets, this is crazy. It's crazy the standard that Candice is being put and held to while Ashley goes around here She done did all her dirt. Now she having babies, and now she's like, oh, please don't talk about me. Oh, pregnancy, breast, oh. Girl, and that's why you're trying to have another baby, and I'm getting bored. I'm getting bored of the babies. Get off the show and do that, and then come back when you're ready to be a part of the show again. I am done watching her I was happy for her when she got her first shot because I was like, cha-ching. Then when she got the second one, I was like, boom, cha-ching. The third one, girl, now I'm getting tired and I'm getting bored. I'm getting tired and I'm getting bored. There's nothing to see here. There's nothing to see here. You bring the mess, but if we can't come back at you like we should be able to, Shawnee O'Neal, then you don't need to be a part of this group. Because I want to drag you while you're lactating. And if we can't do that, then you need to bring it on home, girl. Bring it on home. I'm done with it. I'm bored with it. Oh, but Candice needs to watch her mouth. I'm so over. I'm sick and tired of it. You got a man out here grabbing people's hands. A woman who is using this. She has no employable skills and she literally does nothing on this show but sleep with Michael and raise her children. Barely, because there's a nanny there with her. She don't do nothing. She don't have no businesses. The one she had, she don't have anymore. She didn't do nothing with the song. Ashley does nothing, and we give her more grace than we give the black girl who's trying to do something. And she don't got to sleep with a man to do it. She doesn't have to sleep with a man, an old raggedy man to do it. And she ain't asking nobody what's in anybody's pieces of paper. And y'all are so hard on her. While Ashley's out here guzzling sperm at EDM concerts with Juan sitting next to her. This is ridiculous. And I'm getting very frustrated. I'm getting tired of it. And I'm going on this rant because I feel like what's frustrating to me is that these allowances for it's this very hard struggle that I got to put on Candice, and you're not seeing it, but Ashley can roam free with her breast milk. When she has terrorized everyone on this cast from beginning to end. And while Katie was trying to go through a divorce and get her children back, she called her crazy. She'd take that lady at her weakest and lowest moment. And her best friend that she wrote that letter for, she even said that, girl, you was drunk in that ditch. Okay, make no mistakes. I made no mistakes. Monique was drunk and she knows I'm not lying yet. Okay. And she got drunk in the hot tub and that's why she threw up. She tried to say it was a cigar. No, you had too many cocktails. And you drank all of this yourself on the way to Nemacolin. She called her a drunk that whole entire season. And Monique, that's when Monique and Chris, they was saying that that's why I lost the baby because I'm an alcoholic. Girl, that light-skinned girl did it. Bop her. Bop her. Oh, no, we forget that. We forget all of those things that Ashley did because Candice is so reckless with her. This girl had Monique out here crying on a reunion because the people was dragging her baby. Okay? Had Karen dropping off pizza boxes at Karen's house and telling her, are y'all going to be losing your money? Is that where you have to sell your information? Told Robin, well, I Googled you because I was wondering why you weren't talking to me, but now I understand it because it says $20 in your bank account. She in and out of Sharice's marriage, and why? Is that the husband? Are y'all really dating and during the girl's birthday party? But let Candice say your mama. Oh my God, the girls are ready to drag and attack. It was better when Ashley was calling people alcoholics and calling them broke people with loveless. As she's sitting here trying to sit on her husband's lap, she was sitting here dragging Robin down with, oh, you're not in a happy, conducive marriage. Yeah, and you have to act like Juan Dixon in order for your husband's pain to get up. So you can kick your mother out of her house. Now, I used to like Ashley, but it's the people who's making me feel like, girl, now I see what the problem is. And I know it's because I have the darker hue. But Ashley is no different than Candice. This is that right now she got a baby and she's using it as a shield. It's called the baby blockers. She got the baby blockers up. But girl, we can roll the footage. Lest we not forget how you was humping on us in the first season. Your husband out here trying to suck people's peen, getting into fights, drunk down to Uncle Lump birthday party, touching the cameraman, going to get court sued. But Candice need to watch her mouth. Why y'all let that girl do nothing but sit at home and try to have another baby? No employable skills. Did one little pageant, and I don't even know what she did during it. Does nothing. That girl don't do not one thing. We haven't seen her try to do a dream yet, except for a restaurant that was closed down, and I felt like it was his. And then the next dream was her having a baby. Begging for more sperm in that condo. Not a business or a plan in sight. But Candice need to watch her mouth. Somebody go help Ashley put a resume together. Let's see what the girl can do. Right now she's getting Mommy of the Year. And before that, she wasn't a mother. She just didn't have no job and people said that was okay. Going to the Pride Festival, singing the love song to her husband that she wrote with her brother. Telling Karen that she lying about her financing and she may need to watch and drop the soap. Might make sure Ray don't drop the soap. Ashley was a terror. But y'all be going so hard for Candice because that woman who her best friend couldn't keep her mouth closed, and Giselle. And instead of saying, you really fought the wrong person, we just going to keep going on Candice. The girl can't cry. Ashley cries every episode. She had to kick her own mouth out. She's crying all the time. And those tears are allowed. But as soon as Candice cries, oh, here she go. Ashley got a new therapist because her old therapist said, look, we're not doing this anymore. I done told you what you need to do. And at this point, there's nothing I can do for you, girl. This therapist was like, so what? Just believe him now, girl, because at this point, I don't know what else to tell you. If he say he don't want to have sex, he don't want to have it, girl. Okay, you still gonna pay me my money? Because we're all bored. But when Candice cries and goes to the oh my God, here she goes. Oh, she wasn't crying when she was doing all of that. Child, please. Candice is sitting here trying to sign a record deal, and Ashley's like, well, can we fix this post-nuptial agreement, please? She's out here begging for her husband's coins. Can't even get her mom a new wig. Okay. I'm done, y'all. Somebody said,
Did you get it all out? Did you get it all out?
I did get it out. It's just sometimes it's frustrating where I feel like there's this huge double standard on Candice where they don't hold Ashley to that same magnifying glass. And she has done some reckless things. She's had all these people crying on the stage. Mm-hmm. She's had Robin crying, Giselle crying, she's had Karen crying, she's had Monique crying. The only person that has cried for Candice is Candice.
They've all had each other crying.
Candice did not make anybody cry but Candice.
And Ashley and Robin.
When did she make Ashley cry?
When about all the stuff that she said. I mean, Ashley probably don't really cry about it because she don't really care about it. So I want you to let you get it out. I want you to get it out because this is very passionate for you. And I was like, listen, if my friend want to get it out, let him get it out.
So we friends now? Don't look at me like that because I see red.
We always been friends, right? I thought we was friends.
Get out of here. Now I'm frustrated. It's the
that's why I was like, I mean, let you go. I know you muted me. You unmuted me. I muted myself back. Let you go.
Just Ashley is a terror. And her husband's even worse.
I think that Ashley and Candice are both terrorists.
Yeah, but we hold more of this. I
think when Candice got there, I think when Candice got there, it was a little bit different because Candice's mouth is a little bit worse. I think
because I let you let me talk. Go ahead.
I think what Ashley did was a part of the show. I think it was like, because they made fun of Ashley before when Ashley got there. Candice, Giselle and Robin rolled Ashley when she got there. So then Ashley started running everybody. So I think that Ashley is doing whatever they did to her. But I think what Candice says out of her mouth is just really disrespectful. Like, I would never want to hear the stuff that Candice says out of her mouth to anyone that I even have respect for. Which is why when they, like, no one's really respected anyone verbally the way that Candice has. And y'all like, well, let Candice say what Candice says, but it's like, it goes too far. And everybody's saying it on the show. You're not on the show. I'm not on the show.
I'm not on the show.
But the people on the show are saying what Candice says goes too far.
Yeah, hurt my feelings. Yeah. When those Twitter fingers get to going, I
thought you was on Twitter.
No, I'm saying that's what they've said about her.
And on the show, outside of Twitter, on the show, it goes too far. That's all that I think that everybody is saying. So now that the record label was telling her that, now she dumbed it down. And you can see the difference in what Candice has been saying, you can, versus when she was not trying to get this record deal. And this facts, like, it's real. So
but that's an issue for you.
If Candice was all, like, if she wasn't saying it, why would the record label tell her that?
But the thing is, even if that's all facts, and it may be, that still is not enough for you, because now she is making the director change. And you're like, well, it's only because of the record label.
That's the only reason why she's doing it, baby.
Situations and circumstances.
That's the only reason why she's doing it. If the record label never told her not to do it, she would still be. She was telling Ashley,
that's part of growth.
Calling Ashley a roach when she's having a damn baby. Like,
I don't know you having a baby, bro. I don't know you
having a baby. Her mouth is terrible. It's terrible.
I don't know you having a baby, Roach. I don't know you having a baby, Roach.
Her mouth is terrible. Period. Like, we all have watched it.
Ashley,
I'm not about to pacify her because of what color.
Everyone's money.
I did not interrupt you when you was talking. I'll sit here and LMU.
Oh, this is my show. I almost gave.
Oh yeah, well go ahead. I'll go back on you. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Say what you're saying. Just drag Candice down.
I'm not going to sit here and pacify Candice because.
Thank you, Tim.
I think because you want to believe she's okay. Candice's mouth has been terrible, period. And I don't care if I'm not about to do the whole light skin, dark skin thing because Ashley ain't said nothing like what Candice has said.
Okay.
She asked about Robin's relationship. She ain't say you was a bed, whatever the stuff she
said your Juan was cheating on you, my friend. So
she said something about your slave driver. She said because he drives a slave run. Like, Candice's mouth is terrible.
Because he drives the slaves.
Okay. Well, this was a good show. We ain't gonna fix it.
She sure did, but
we're not gonna agree.
The people feel like Candice is there because I feel like Candice's stuff is stuff you could just say in college when you don't really know somebody. Ashley's like, I got your financial documents.
Ashley said to Katie what
says that you're not supposed to.
Wait, I want to respond to this. Ashley actually said what was true to Katie. She should not have been there. She cannot handle that group, which is why they take her off of the season. The next season, Katie should have never been back on that show again. Katie was not mentally stable to be there. She wasn't. We all watched it. Katie didn't even look good. She looked like she needed therapy. So what Ashley said to Katie was real.
But does that not make it mean and rude? She was going through a very hard time. She was on medication. She was losing her kids. She was going through a divorce.
She said, Katie, you should not. Basically, she said you should not be here. She didn't say it in a bad way to
her up, and this is what real friends do, which is why
she didn't say it in a bad way to her.
Other women immediately jumped in and shut Ashley up and said,
"She did not say that.
Strong enough to."
But please stay here. She did not say that to Katie in a bad way. She did. She said, "You're not mentally able to be here," or something like that. She was talking about. We all watched Katie being there. Katie's hair was looking bad. Katie was looking bad. Katie wasn't. She literally, they was all having fun. She lay on the damn boat.
She was going through a very hard
time. It didn't matter what she was trying to do.
Yes, it does.
What Ashley said to her was true. She should not have been there. She was not mentally. The capacity for her mental statement was not there. She should not.
And Ashley, you have a wide body when you went down to write that thing
because she had a baby. Busy.
Oh, but it's still true.
That's something that she cannot help. Katie, she can go get help for her mental statement.
She was on medication.
Was she taking?
Okay. Yes, that was a part of the thing. She said the pills were making her loopy, and she was depressed and she was stressed.
So then, what Ashley said was true. She mentally, she should not have been there.
Her friends wanted her to get away and have a vacation. She didn't know that Ashley was going to tell her, going to drag her down.
What she should have done was stay at home and got help for what she was going through.
I think
she's taking a pill. Yes, she was doing all she was doing, but she shouldn't have been there. She was all over the place.
I think she needed to get. Her friends saw she needed to get away.
But even when
I was okay with her friends seeing that she needed to get away.
Even when she got away, she wasn't healthy.
She was away to not have to deal directly with the stress.
On a reality show, were they messy?
I'm not a cast member, and the girls know I'm just gonna come here and drink and eat.
So let's say I'm not mentally healthy, right? We do this, we do this together.
And I say, look,
what we do the show together?
If you weren't,
would you let me do it?
What? No, if this is just me and you. But if I was going on vacation and I know you needed a vacay because you're going through a lot of stuff, I would bring you. And I would want one of my friends to say,
and you would film it.
Well, I would say, well, I don't know what your contract says. So you may not be a part of the show, but you can at least come into vacation. And she wasn't there for every scene. We didn't just see Katie by herself. She was on the trip, but Katie wasn't by herself.
We watched the show, Busy. She was not by herself. Time.
Yeah, but Katie wasn't on the show. Sometimes Katie didn't even leave the room.
I understand that y'all feel like Ashley was wrong, but she was actually right at what she said. She shouldn't have said it on the show to her. But again, filming is going to do what they want to do.
And
Katie should not have been there. She shouldn't have been there.
Get away. I think she needed to get away. Like you naked in Florida.
On a private vacation, not on a reality show.
And she wasn't filmed a lot. She was in her room a lot.
She went on the trip with them when Ashley said it to her.
Yeah, but she didn't film with them a lot.
She was on the boat.
And she stayed downstairs.
Okay.
Because she wasn't filming well, and all the ladies filmed upstairs. When they went to dinner, she stayed in her room because she wasn't feeling well.
Ashley's the only person who went back and checked on her.
No, it was Karen and Candice.
No, Ashley went back and said, I'm sorry. She apologized to her.
She apologized because what you're defending, she knew what she said was wrong.
Because she knew. Okay. Right.
Ashley apologized for what she said, and you're still defending her. What she already apologized for.
Because I think that Ashley knew that was wrong after she said it, because it was wrong for her to say it on camera. In real life, what she said to her was a real friend. I would never let my friend be somewhere in a space like that where mentally they're not present. And Katie wasn't present. Katie couldn't get in the water. Katie couldn't do nothing on the boat. Katie went and laid down on the boat and couldn't do nothing.
It was after that she said that, and she didn't want to do anything anymore.
Because it was honest. She shouldn't have been there.
When before Ashley said that, Katie was living and she was loving. Now,
they were arguing. So she wasn't living and loving. They were arguing.
They weren't arguing.
They had that's why Ashley said it to her.
Because something happened with Ashley, and Katie just asked the question, and now here goes Ashley.
Katie was not healthy.
Ashley will kick you when you down.
So will Candice.
I don't think so.
She kicked Ashley while she was getting over her mom body. So if they're the same people, if we were going to talk about this, but I think
she wasn't down.
So did Ashley.
Ashley will kick you way down. If you drive into a ditch, she'll say she was drunk. Okay? It says because you're broke.
There's no difference. The point is there's no difference in between the two of them. That's why they don't like each other.
I just feel like Ashley would she'll drive you down to the ground.
Ashley shouldn't have called her out on television, but if they was real friends without the cameras, Ashley did the right thing.
I don't think so.
Hands down.
Because if we are one thing, we already know that Ashley's not going.
So what if she?
Why am I still on here 3 hours later? We already knew that Katie was having a hard time. We talked about that already, which is why we're.
What if Katie was here no more though? What if Katie was here no more after this? Like, what if Katie wasn't here anymore? Ashley said the right things. What people don't understand, maybe because I've been through this before. Katie was depressed. Katie was going through a lot of stuff.
Yeah, and it was all happening at home. You need to remove yourself.
Listen, if Katie decided this was it for her, Ashley was the one who said to her, "You're not physically healthy to be here," and that was true.
And the trip wasn't bad. Ashley's the one who made it bad. The trip wasn't bad for her because everybody else, even after she said that, they were like, "No, we don't believe that. No, you are strong enough to be." The trip was supposed to uplift her. Unfortunately, we got the gremlin there saying, "You're not mentally stable enough, and you got a man living in your house, and you need to take that hole in between your legs, and that's why you can't get your." We got the gremlin sitting here tearing the lady down while the rest of the ladies are like, "No, you got this. It's gonna be okay," because they've gone through divorce or they've gone through hardship. We're trying to get a business, or they understand that this is not easy right now, girl. But you need us. We got you.
Okay.
But Ashley don't know how to do that.
Let's agree to disagree. Let's agree to disagree.
You're a terrorist. Y'all, tell the people where they can find you.
I saw Devin there. Make sure y'all take care of y'all's friends who are not in good spaces, who mentally are not there. And I do agree.
Tell them you're not in a good space. Okay, you need to go home. You're not in a good space. Go home. Okay, you're not conducive. You're not smart enough to be around here. Tell them that. Do that. That's how. Tell them how to do it. Show them how to do it.
She didn't say you're not smart enough. She said that's not what she said. Saying this is why you didn't watch. Just follow me at So Debonair. It's right here.
We're gonna get heart center for a second, y'all. I've been here for 3 hours and I still got work to do. Like, this is actually the devil. I want to thank everybody for coming here. I hope you protect your peace, and by protecting your peace, stop watching us. All we do is argue. Okay. It's 3 hours of me going back and forth with him. We started talking about Katie. We'll be doing the reunion on his channel next week. Girl, Wendy's reaching. Okay, we couldn't do the binder because we already did that. So she goes out and get a poster board, girl. You could have just handed your phone around. You could have just passed your phone around real quick. You could have just passed your phone around. You could have just easily, and you're sitting next to Andy. The girls I know for it, look, it says it right here. You could have just quickly passed your phone around, okay? And the reason why it took you so long to get those candles made is because you down to the Kinko's at a FedEx saying, "Can I get this blowed up, please? I need this blowed up," okay? It's giving no, girl, and you're holding on to it. Okay? But we'll be reviewing that on his channel next week. On So Debonair's episode of why Candice is the beast and why I don't like her. Ashley rules. So have a cocktail, have one for me. Do what's gonna make y'all feel good. Meditate, not like Zen Win, okay? Don't ever. If she ever meditated, that would be today. Did she? Zen Win. I'm Zen Win TikTok. Okay, she's Zen Win with a little bit of nerve damage. Okay, Mia, go in there and help her out a little bit.
Just throw salad at them.
It was just those. That's what some of the people do. That's what daughters of ex-drug addicts, ex-felons who used to strip and now do chiropractic work do. That's what they do. That's what Candice did. A record deal.
That's what
while you're begging for sperm, just guzzling down any beer you can get your hands on. We're signing deals.
You realize you just hear how Candice Mia's story.
How does he get his money, girl? Let me leave it alone.
You realize you just gave out Mia's story.
I'm about to go get busy, and you guys stay busy. To the next time.